in the Kole local government and the entire state have been thrown into mourning on account of the loss of our highly revered traditional rulers who were forces for community development, peace and stability in the constituency and the entire state. Cognizant that the Nigerian army has a military outpost on that road, which has been non-functional as the only patrol on Tuesdays, leaving the communities exposed for the rest of the days. And the Rouse resolves to observe a minute's silence in honor of the memory of the dearly departed monarchs. The House further urges the Chief of Army Staff to redeploy military personnel to the outpost along the Okeako area to enhance security and forestall a repeat of such acts.
As a spokesperson of the House of Representatives, literally in tears when he was moving that motion, but the House has agreed. The Speaker has put forward the agreement of the House, and they will hold a security summit. But let's take a listen to the Speaker.
Indeed, the time has come for the President to demand greater performance and accountability from our service chiefs and all security and enforcement agencies. I implore the President not to shy away from making the tough decisions. If necessary, we must not hesitate to enact changes within our security apparatus for the cause of inaction if inaction is far too great to bear. In light of these challenges, I propose convening a national legislative security summit. This summit will serve as a crucible for ideas where stakeholders from diverse sectors, security, traditional and religious institutions, academia, civil society, and more will forge enduring solutions to our security woes.
Those are some of what went on the floor of the House, on the floor of the Senate, which is the upper chamber of the National Assembly. There were also conversations about the state of security, but they agreed also that the service chiefs should be summoned. Let's get a sense of what this means altogether and analyze Nigeria under President Tinubu's watch. How is security being tackled? I'm being joined tonight by a member of the APC and the chairman of the Independent Media and Policy Initiative, Mr. Niyi Akinshiju. Thank you so much, Mr. Akinshiju, for your time tonight.
Thanks so much.
You had an emotional moment there in the House of Representatives. Those will be asking questions about the promises that are being made under the Tinubu government, and those who will be saying, is anyone safe in this country?
Well, I share in the grief expressed by Honorable Rotimi. It's touching, especially, of course, when it relates to monarchs, in the communities, and it's quite touching. That's the long and short of it. But of course, it does not also describe the totality of the state of security in the country. And I'm using the word security in preference to insecurity. Nobody would say that we are not challenged in terms of insecurity. But again, when we also look at the indicators of security, it can also be surmised, submitted that to a large extent, these are close to 1 million square kilometers of land space called Nigeria is appropriately secured. So unfortunately, you have this situation in the Ekiti state. You may have in other states, but more than 80 to 90% of that space, is secured. It's just unfortunate that we have what they call the lightning attack, of these miscreants in our communities. To a large extent, I have been following what the president had been doing in conjunction with the security agencies, especially the police force. The last I had was a lot of effort to activate community policing. And I think to a large extent, that is where our our remit should be as a country that desires, to have security bottom-up approach. Yes, I was listening to your guest yesterday. It talked variously about how highly equipped the Nigerian security agencies are, and how highly equipped with drones and area equipment the Nigerian police force had been with. But what is still lacking to my mind, and I think community policing will be the correct intervention, is communication. And communication in this sense is the collection, gathering of intelligence, actionable intelligence. So much that these people that have perpetrated these acts, these terrible acts somewhere in Ekiti State, would be staying within a certain community. If that community had been properly sensitized, if the community had been properly mobilized, perhaps they would have reported these elements to the nearest police outpost.
Do you have the police number? Do you have any police number?
I have, but I don't have
an emergency number?
Yes, we have.
If God forbid, if someone puts a gun to your head, what number would you call?
No, I don't have in my head, but we have 10.
That's the problem.
Yes,
nobody. These are in fact the most basic.
Yeah, but
that if you have opportunity in emergency and in a panic mode, how can you get help?
But do we have police emergency numbers? Do we have? We have
11-digit numbers.
Yes. We have.
Is that appropriate?
In fact, at the point in time, there was about 10. I personally checked on 4, and it went through. I personally checked on 4, 11 digits. Yes, we'll be talking of short code. Perhaps the technology available are not reached there. But in terms of emergency, yes, there are emergency numbers.
All the telecommunications company in Nigeria, they have a short code. In fact, they have a universal short code to complain about service. But how come we do not have emergency short code for Nigerians can dial?
I am not personally.
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. It's good to be back again. Wow. Today is Wednesday, 31st January 2024. Today is the last day of January. By tomorrow, by God's grace, will be 1st of February. The reason why I have to quickly come in now is that you see this Tinubu spokesperson, because I call all of them. Anybody that is speaking for Tinubu right now, they are spokespersons. So that's it. That's how I see them. Daniel Boala is a spokesperson to Tinubu. This one where they talk so is a spokesperson. So if you are a Tinubu supporter in this particular excruciating moment we all are facing, you are a spokesperson. You see what that man they talk? Say we have a police emergency number. Do you know that if you not get credit for your phone, that number not go? That number. My people, should we call that an emergency number? That is what Shehu is trying to ask this man. The man is telling the people that is the victims of kidnappers right now that they should be able to protect themselves by reporting any kind of thing that is happening in their community. Now, otherwise, you cannot blame Tinubu for the insecurity or Tinubu government for the insecurity that is killing the country right now. My people, our emergency number for Nigeria, you must have credit for your phone to dial the number. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you once again. Mother of all mommy diaspora, good evening to you, mommy. Thanks for all you do. Promise to do busy, I can see you. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. Sagio Dia say thank you very much. Stella Afini, Ben Osahon, I can see you. Tony Africa, thank you very much, my wonderful people. Mother Pachata Bujomi, thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much, Miracle B. I can see you right there. Grant, I can see you as well. Thank you very much for the support earlier on as well. Peggy Mode, thank you, Vitos Akwebele, and many others right there. Pachai Nofe, my dear sister, thank you very much. Dewale James Abayale, Amaka E, Frank O, and many others that I've already showcased. I'd like us to move on right now, but I'm just going to post out the link because I'm not going to present much today so that we can start talking here on time. A link I've posted for those of you that want to join the panel. Please click on the link and let's talk about the things that's affecting us together.
I'm aware of the short code, I am aware of the 11 digits.
So, but I'm saying that
it could
realistically, Mr. Akinshidu, would you, if I put a gun to your head right now, would you remember any of the 11 digits number?
God forbid you will not put a gun to
my head. No, I'm asking.
That is one.
Can you imagine? Can you just imagine that the same leaders that have left us vulnerable to kidnappers, to anything that is affecting us in the country, is saying on the national TV that God forbid, say, you know, people gone in my head. Oh, these people, they know how it is. They know what people are facing, but they don't want to experience it. They don't want to have a taste of it at all. When I hear that part, he said, God forbid, you know, people gone in my head. Make we rewind that part again when I hear. Hey, voila.
Would you, if I put a gun to your head right now, would you remember any of the 11 digits number?
God forbid you will not put a gun to my head.
No, I'm asking.
That is one. That is one. Then two, there are different scenarios of criminalities. The important thing is that someone could access a number at a point in time. The additional value is what you're talking about. There is a need for a short code. There is a need. I am not disagreeing with that.
Yeah, but
there is a need.
It looks like things are falling apart.
No.
Why?
No, I don't want
I'm asking. It looks like so.
No, I don't think so.
I give you examples of,
yes, yeah.
Yeah, you look at the spate of kidnapping. It looks like it just started rising in the last 1 month or so.
Thank you.
Is there a reason behind it? Because if you look at some of the promises made by President Tinubu and the campaign, and going forward after he took office, we thought that we have someone who is able to have the capacity to solve all these problems.
Thank you. I've made the very point I would want to make. The president was sworn in May. Between May and December, there was not much issues around criminalities. Of course, you cannot run away from criminality. It's part of social existence. You have 1, 2, cases here and there. It's part of our social existence. But all of a sudden, over the last 3 weeks, more or less, after Christmas, we started getting news, around this, around criminalities. But again, it is not as all-inclusive. It is not as frequent, One act of criminality is wrong, should not have happened. That is the principle. But at the same time, we need to be practical to know that government is also doing so much to reduce criminality. So going forward, the idea for me is to see how we can build the foundation around the community to be involved in the detection of criminality. One will imagine,
Mr. Akinshidu, if you have spent about 20% of your time of 4 years in office, because the president is spending about, in 8 months, that's about 20% of the 4-year term. And there are those who will say, wait, how much more do you want to spend to convince us that this can get done?
This will be corrected. This will be corrected.
Yes,
this will be corrected because you will see that there's a deliberate surge. It's a deliberate surge.
It is?
Yes, it is a surge. Now, I also know, I am aware that a lot of efforts are going on in terms of investigating wherever these are happening. A lot of efforts are going on. And I can also assure, Nigerians that what the police force especially is doing is to take back their environment. Don't forget that when the Aide was appointed, he had an agenda. If we go back to that agenda, we will see to the extent to which that agenda have been implemented. So for me, perhaps there was I don't want to use the word a slowdown, but some elements, by whatever means, decided to strike.
So we should expect a better days ahead. I'm very hopeful and I'm praying, because no one wants to see any more person die because of insecurity in the country. But our gallant officers are doing their work. The Nigerian police force is doing a whole lot, arresting and
Okay, I have to stop that right there. Like I said before, I need to work with time today. But it's very unfortunate that as we speak right now, school children that were kidnapped in Ekiti a couple of days ago, kidnappers are demanding for 100 million naira for them to be released, alongside with four teachers, school teachers. As we speak right now, families and members, parents, they are all crying. They don't have the money, 100 million to, why Tinubu is in France right now, the man, they enjoy himself for France, why his supporters and all that. We have one of his supporters here. I want you guys to listen to this. Listen to what this one have to say.
Tinubu enter, the economy don't get K-leg. You and I know that the economy no dey sound straight. Wetin you want the man to do? Are we producing anything? Now the guy they try make Port Harcourt refinery come. Now you they put weight on dollar, no be Tinubu. Leave the man alone. He's trying. He didn't swear oaths. He didn't swear to protect dollar. He swore to protect naira. And the naira will they spend there. And our economy is still valuable because with $1, if they call dollar 1.4 today, with 1,400, I can still eat 2 eba, 1 meat, 1 pomo, 1 pure water. That's $1. So if you are looking for foreign good, the wig, the lace, education abroad, you better look inside because Tinubu no go hold dollar for neck for you. Now you go hold on yourself. And now you know people they kidnap you now people. Stop it. So then.
All right. Now people they kidnap una people. I beg Ekiti, where Ekiti they safe? Ekiti State. Somebody put it, I'm deliberately asking this question. Put it on the comment section, where Ekiti they now, not Ekiti State they. If somebody can, I really want somebody to correct me on that, because now people they kidnap una people. I don't know what that means. That one at Tinubu supporter, and I talked that one just now. So okay, Western states. Hey, God. Hey, we have a long way to go. Meanwhile, let's take on the last video so that I can quickly take some articles here. We can move on. Thank you very much, my people, for your time with us. Thank you.
On Tuesday, a group of Yoruba Nation activists seeking self-determination for the Yoruba-speaking state in Nigeria took to the streets in Ondo State, re-echoing calls for secession from Nigeria. Armed with placards bearing varying inscriptions, the protesters called for the emancipation of the Yoruba Nation in the wake of the ongoing economic hardship and rising cost of living. Rising cost of living. I mean, this is what we're seeing now. I was just asking you if Sunday Igboho is back, and he's still in Germany at this point. But this sounds like but it's what's happening right now.
It's fused.
Well, hold on one second. In the meantime, an old video has surfaced showing Vice President Kashim Shettima bemoaning the level of poverty back in 2012 when he was the governor of Borno State. Shettima in the video narrated how a group of young boys broke the windshield of his friend's car, yelling expletives because they appeared affluent, while the masses suffered.
Incident that happened to my friend, his wife and driver, while driving through Kano City. And some young men came out and broke the windscreen of the car and told them in Hausa that Shogokuna Jindari Mumuna Wahala. Bastards, you are enjoying, we are suffering. And those young men did not run away. It was my friend's wife and driver that scampered away. And very soon, we'll reach that boiling point unless we wear our thinking caps and work for the people. And the most important yardstick has to do with the quality of governance. There is more to leadership than primitive capital accumulation. No matter how much you steal, beyond a certain point, it's just a number. The lifestyle of somebody with 20 million naira is virtually the same with the lifestyle of somebody with 100 million naira.
Well, this was Kashim Shettima back in 2012, warning that very soon we'll reach that boiling point. Have we reached that boiling point? I'll ask you. Because a report by Global Rights, an international civil society organization, revealed that since President Tinubu became president in June 2023, at least 2,423 Nigerians have been killed and no less than 1,872 people abducted in various attacks across the country. Well, Akin Rotimi, the spokesperson of the House of Representatives on Tuesday, burst into tears while debating the nation's insecurity on the floor of the Green Chamber. The lawmaker who represents Ikole Oye, federal constituency of Ekiti, was moving a motion concerning the killing of 2 monarchs in the state.
January 29, 2024, these criminals carried out a dastardly attack in the Okeako area. In Ikole local government area, resulting in the death of 2 traditional rulers and leaving a host of others with life-threatening injuries. The House also urges the security agencies to put all measures in place to rescue the school children and teachers who were abducted in Emure Ekiti. The House also mandates the House Committee on Legislative Compliance to ensure compliance and report back to the House in 2 weeks. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
My heart goes out to those family members and the monarchs that Ekiti State. This is horrific. I mean, you heard that statistics I read out, over 1,800 people abducted in 8 months. I'll ask the question Kashim Shettima posed back in 2012. Have we reached the tipping point, Rufai?
As at that time you posed the question, years before we had reached the tipping point. So the tipping point is not now. It had happened long ago. Let me hazard a guess. Even years before 2012. Nigeria has always reached the tipping point. But it's a miracle the way we still stay together. Because with this level of bad leadership, oh my God. Nigeria, in agricultural parlance, we call some animals trypanotolerant. Because they are highly tolerant to trypanosomiasis caused by tsetse fly, which some people like to call tise fly. The tsetse fly. So if I'm to say Nigeria is like an animal, we say Nigeria is highly trypanotolerant. Because of the level of things that have gone under. I was talking about a report done in the 80s here after the riots, the Senate riots, that talked about the fact that if we don't stop the problems we have as regards the economy, insecurity, joblessness, the country was going to tip over. And now we have it. When he was saying that, the scourge of Boko Haram had just started.
Yes.
What escalated the killing of Muhammad Yusuf had just started. Until today, we are steadily doing 20 years of unabated banditry. Prior to that time in the 90s, we've had constant killings in areas like Jos and the likes due to inter-ethnic squabbles and things like that. And now we're having a new face of violence, which is the violence of the hungry stomach. Dr. Abati, we call it the pandemic of the empty pocket. Pockets are so empty. The irony is there's so much money in circulation, but the pockets are so empty because of the mammoth level of corruption. They set up a humanitarian ministry. The humanitarian ministry becomes humanitarian in corruption. Till today, we've not heard the last of the minister's case, and even the SCPI, a woman. So our country is riddled with a lot of rudderless leadership. People are kidnapped in Ekiti. All sorts is happening. The president is on private visits. How reflective of the nature of leadership we have in our country. We are at a country that is constantly at a standstill. Nigeria has become the killing fields. When you see the killing ratio is akin to things happening in Gaza. Heavy bombardment everywhere. assault on life and property, assault on life of money in the pocket or in your bank. Because if you keep money in your bank, you're worthless.
2,423 people.
If you kept 1 million naira in your bank last year, Oji, the 1 million naira has halved in value today with over 23% inflation rates.
Right.
That's why you're seeing people being killed. And when Atiku Abubakar talked about it, he was saying President Dr. Bayo said that they ought not to reply. The truth is, they should bring out one line, what Atiku Abubakar said. President Tinubu, I think holiday is over. Holiday is over. Come back now.
Well, you're not the only one.
You can't be sitting in Paris and be doing holiday and people are suffering in this country. President Tinubu, holiday is over. Holiday is over. Come back now to fix the problems on ground. Well, that's all we'll say.
Well, Rufai, you're not the only one calling him back. Nigeria's former vice president, Atiku Abubakar, has asked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to step aside from office if the shoes are too big. Atiku accused Tinubu of fiddling with Nigeria in the face of worsening insecurity. His tweet reads, Tinubu is playing fiddle while Nigeria is drowning in the ocean of insecurity. To imagine that the commander-in-chief is on a so-called private visit while kidnappers kill a nursing mother and grandmother in Abuja for failing to pay 90 million naira ransom, and 2 monarchs in Ekiti, among other regular tragedies besetting Nigerians. If the shoes are too big for Emi Lokan, he should step aside. Nigeria does not need another terrorist-in-chief. The country needs 247 leadership to confront the pervasive insecurity and collapsing economy. Well, the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, in reacting to Atiku's statement, said Atiku is nursing the hangover of his electoral defeat, adding that the former vice president now latches onto any issue to attack President Tinubu. His tweet reads in part, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar's statement accusing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of fiddling amidst some security and economic challenges is, to say the least, reckless. President Tinubu did not travel without informing Nigerians of his whereabouts. He announced a private visit to France and announced a return date. While in France, President Tinubu has been following developments at home and he is on top of the situation in the country. He is in constant touch with his officials and security chiefs and has directed them to stamp out every form of criminality in the country. Just last week, President Tinubu approved 50 billion naira as special fund to address some of the lingering security challenges in Northeast, where Alhaji Atiku hails from, to cope with kidnapping challenges in the FCT. President Tinubu also approved funds for the acquisition of equipment to track criminals. If Alhaji Atiku is really concerned about security issues and not playing cheap politics, he should have known that President Tinubu is on top of issues and working hard to restore peace to every part of our country. In the meantime, senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has faulted President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over his trip to France. Falana, in an interview on Sunday, said Tinubu's visit to France is embarrassing to Nigeria, especially as the French government has not recognized his presence. Falana gave an example of how France recognized the private visit of late Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti at the invitation of former President Francois Mitterrand, and wondered why Nigerian president would travel to the same country for the same purpose and not get an official recognition. Falana hoped that it will be the last time that a president of Nigeria will expose the country to embarrassment and ridicule by going to a country where his presence is not recognized. The human rights activist went on to state that there is no provision in the Constitution for a private visit by the president, and so Tinubu cannot proceed on a private visit and still be running the country. I mean, he's a senior advocate of Nigeria. I remember when we took this story, Dr. Ruben Abati had said that, the president was entitled to a private visit. And now we are hearing, the senior advocate of Nigeria saying that Tinubu should not be going.
No provision
for that in the Constitution. All right. So
that right there, in case you want to continue with that particular video, you can go to Rise. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. That is all we have for you today in terms of video presentation. But I'm going to go on some articles right now. I think I have about 1 or 2 articles for you guys so that we can start talking. Thank you very much, Engineer Francis. I can see right there in the comment section. Thank you. I'll post out a link again shortly. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to every one of you right there. Please press on the like button and help us to share. As you all can see here, the same Onanuga is already doing comparison in terms of the insecurity that is going on in Nigeria and other countries. This one is our reporter that reported this. Saying that Nigeria is safer than South Africa, US, not among top 10 countries with worst cases of kidnapping. Tinubu aid rationalizes grim security situation in Nigeria. So I'd like us to quickly take 1 or 2 paragraphs from this. Mr. Onanuga stated this in an opinion piece he released on Wednesday, saying that going by figures and data available, Nigeria is safer than South Africa and the United States of America. I beg, una way the America, and I go respond to this one later, I beg, because say me not the America. Whether I measure UK now, I for respond. You say that as we speak right now, Nigeria is safer than America, so we'll respond to that. Amid recent abductions and killings by no state actors in Nigeria, Bayo Onanuga, President Bola Tinubu's special assistant on information and strategy, has said that country remains one of the safest places to live in the world. Mr. Onanuga stated this in an opinion piece he released on Wednesday, saying that going by figures, we don't first talk that one there just now, the presidential aide further rationalized the situation in Nigeria, saying it is not among the top 10 countries with the worst cases abductions globally. He urged the citizens to stop underrating the effort the government has been making to fight insecurity since 2009. Sarah Reporter reported on Tuesday that a coalition of civil society organizations, CSO, under the aegis of the Civil Society Joint Action Group, stated that at least 2,423 people had been killed, while 1,872 had been abducted within the first 8 months of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Long where, but I'm not going to read all this. When these people are trying to convince you, they give all this information right there. But meanwhile, I'll leave that one right there so that we can move on. If they tell you, say, make una stop to the talk, at the end of the day, Tinubu is trying. In fact, he also went by saying, go reach Buhari self. He tried for insecurity. Someone not to blame them like that, So, but let me quickly put this on screen. I can see some of you on the backstage. Please bear with me. I'll come to you guys shortly. Amidst what Onanuga's Tinubu people, they talk, as you can see this here, families lament as kidnappers demand 100 million naira ransom for adopted school children and 4 staff in Ekiti. It's pathetic. In a distressing incident in Emure, Ekiti, kidnappers intercepted a school bus from Apostolic Faith Group of School, abducting 5 puppies and 4 staff members. The victims were seized on Monday, and the kidnappers have since demanded a staggering 100 million naira ransom for their release. The principal of the secondary school section, Boje Olanireti, confirmed the ransom demand in an interview with Punch, shedding light on the harrowing event. According to Olanireti, the abduction occurred about a 5-minute drive from the school shortly after the school closed at 3 p.m. She said, unquote, immediately the school closed at 3 p.m. and by the time we gathered all the children, it was around 3:30 p.m. It was that time that they moved. So the incident happened about 3:30 p.m. and 4 p.m. The school is in a suburb of Emir village, so they were going back home in the upper. The incident occurred just about a 5-minute drive from the school to Opera. So they went on by talking and explaining and begging Nigerians to help them, because I'm not going to continue with that article right there, begging Nigerians to help them with the 100 million naira. Some of the children's parents were saying they don't have the money and they don't want their children to die. This is the situation of our country right now. Unfortunately, I wish we have a good news to present to you. I'll present it. As you know, Nigeria Watch, we don't present fake news on our platform. We have never, ever done that. In fact, we work with third parties, bring channels and arise here. Then we reinterpret and we talk about it. That's all we do here. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you very much for your time with us. Please help us to press on the like button and help us to share. It's time for us to start talking, but I'm going to start with our callers right here. We have Madam Moni Olagbia on the phone. Thank you very much, Madam, for calling in today. You're the first on the phone. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Thank you so much, Oga Eves. Good evening. Good evening, my Nigeria Watch family. I greet everybody, Mami Diaspora. Thank you for all you do for us, ma. Love you so much. I am very sad. I am from Ekiti State. As a matter of fact, I'm from Aide, Ekiti. One of the monarchs, one of my monarchs. It is really close home. Ikole Ekiti is my local government. That's where my mother comes from. My father is from Aide, Ekiti. And that guy crying happens to be my representative.
Wow.
We are in this mess because of Fayoshe. We have these Fulani people. We call them the what's it now? We call them the Agony or something, something like that. They come to work on our farms. They plant yams for us and everything. We are like neighbors, so they know the in and out of Ekiti State. If you guys remember, Fayoshe was actually campaigning for Tinubu. And it was the one that went around to these traditional rulers. They are not so, I'm not degrading them. We are intellects there, but you see, when somebody like Fayoshe comes with his sweet mouth and everything and tries to let you know that it is Yoruba's turn. The video you just played now, that was Fayoshe's younger brother that was telling you that he can buy 2 wraps of a bar. Some shameless person that, anyway, I don't want to cuss. I'm just trying to pick my words because I'm so emotional right now because my village is upside down. There's so much sorrow, so much bitterness over there. My brother from Ibadan sent me some pictures that are so gory because this is really close home. So, yes, it is close home. I'm really, really emotional now that I'm talking to you. It is really, really close home. This is real. It's like they are retaliating now. They are our neighbors. We've lived. I remember when I was in secondary school, anytime we have holiday, I would go to the village to see my aunties. There's nobody there in the village no more now. But that time, my father has a house in the village. The principal of the school of our village lives in my father's house. So this is really close home. They come, we buy our yams and everything from them. So we are neighbors with these people. But you know, when they feed them with all the lies that they feed them with, these are the kind of things we realize that will happen from one village to the other. They are in our midst. The connection, if you start putting the dots together now, it's beginning to make sense to us. And that is why you saw the Oduduwa people come out now to start protesting that they want their own republic. Because what Sunday Igboho has been saying, that people were not supporting him, is coming to is becoming clearer to everyone now. Just like what Nnamdi Kanu was also saying. So Tinubu is an impositor. He's not a Yoruba man. He's not from us. Everybody knows the story. But anybody that says the true story of Tinubu gets into trouble. So many people were killed silently from the village that they say he comes from. I don't want to go to that story now, but those of us that are Yoruba people, that are a bit, I'm in my mid-50s, that are a bit mature and know the stories. My father told me a lot of stories before he passed, so we know a lot of these stories. A lot of people are quiet at this time. They can't say the truth because that guy, whatever the Tinubu cannot destroy, does not exist. Let me leave it like that.
Wow.
This was taught to us by Fayoshe because he openly supported Tinubu. Those people up there, they are hungry now. The only language they understand is go. They don't understand come. So now they fed them with the lies. The first person you are going to go to kill is your neighbor. When Zango Kataf or something happened that time, they were going into the villages of into the houses of their neighbors and killing them when it happened in Katuna those years. That is exactly what we're experiencing in Ekiti State at this time. It's dark in my state. It's dark in my nation, in my father's compound now, because that monarch. My father was supposed to be one of the whatever there, but because he was so educated, he said he doesn't want it. He gave it to his junior brother. So this is really close back home. It is close. It is close. Thank you so much, Ogaibis. If you remember the woman that you showed yesterday, the one that was saying the man was sitting down here, was telling them to teka APC, APC, APC. That is the handwork of she. You remember that video?
Yeah.
That was done in my village. That is the handwork of Fayoshi. They brought everybody to the palace, lined them up to be voting. They actually voted, but they brought them to keep voting for APC right there, because that is where the understanding is. Some people might laugh at us now that we deserve what we're getting, but if you understand what is going on, you won't blame those people that are not so well read. Look at the woman representing the villagers, the village yesterday talking to the press. Are you going to say that woman is highly educated to understand what Obi will do, apart from when somebody has told you that it is your turn to be in Aso Rock? Let us just be realistic with ourselves. But it's so sad that we're going through this one. But I know, minus one day today, the revolution is coming. It's not going to be a bloody one. Some people are working on that there. Remember, Madam Origin is our cheerleader. I'm the encourager on this platform. I will encourage everybody. Obedient nation, let's be calm. Something is happening. Something, because we are already in the sense of what is happening in.
Madam, I just want to say, I really feel sorry. Please accept my sympathy to the people of your own state. This is very sad to hear. I didn't know that this is affecting you, and you know everything, and it's close to your village as well.
On both sides, my mother's side and my father's side. Ikole local government is where my mom comes from. Ayedo Ekiti is my father's place. So this is really home. We've heard all the stories. It's not something I can tell you on the air with Ogaevios, but it's so deep. It's deeper than what we see. It's like when they're talking about Imo State, whatever his name is, there are people that are from Imo State know the true story. Somebody calls somebody and say, hey, don't blame those people. They can't talk, because once you talk, you don't come back home. Nobody sees you. You just disappear. That is what is happening now. People are disappearing that they don't know where they are at. They go and they don't come back. So it's deeper than what we see. Tinubu knows what he's doing. The Lagos boys are the ones in ruling Nigeria now, but the time is up. Let me just keep quiet, because if I keep talking, I'm going to say what I do. I don't want to say what is going to put our media, our channel, our TV, because we come here. This is a therapy for me. I don't want to say anything that's going to put us in trouble, sir. You know I love you so much. I won't say more than that. But let me say to us, let us be patient. It is deeper than what we see on the surface. But something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. The bubble will burst.
Thank you, ma. Thank you very much, man. God bless you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for taking my call. Yes, my obedient family, I love you. Nigerian family, I love you. Nigerian nation, I love you. Let us hang in there. Let us stay positive. Please stay positive for us. We appreciate you. We love you, sir. Thank you so much. You have a good day.
God bless you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Before we get the next caller, I already have somebody on the phone anyway. But you see, for those of you that is from Edo State, you guys can remember when these Fulani people, Obaseki, wanted to accommodate them in Edo State. Nigeria was played a major role, if not just us that played the whole role. I don't know, but I'll say major role to stop it from happening. But many people don't give us our credit. That's the thing. But look at today now. You'd have been hearing now say Fulani men, they cut people head for Benin or Edo State right now. I played a big role to stop it. Many of you, I wish we will see one or two persons that will testify to that later on. But look what is happening in Ekiti today. I believe when these people were back coming in, many people didn't do nothing about it. But look what is happening today. We're in a serious situation in Nigeria. Thank you very much, Madam Origin, for calling in. Good evening to you, man. Please talk to us.
Yes, we are here again. I greet everyone. The madam that spoke just finished now. As she's talking, I'm just like, I can't feel her pain, but I tell her we are in this together. God will strengthen Ekiti people.
Amen.
I greet you, Mr. Niger Watch. I greet everyone, our panelists, our wonderful panelists that come here every day. We are not only voice to the voiceless, we are the voice for the people. We are the voice of the people. Mr. Niger Watch, you said something. You said, I remember the day that Mr. Alex spoke. I think that was either a Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, but around that season when he made mention of how you almost single-handedly saved your people. You see, why we are here today, that's why it's like every day I wake up, I'm like, this is very important. This platform, as we are also talking about coming here every day, when I keep saying, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you, I'm like the host of heaven. You know how they say God the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. That's how I'm like, they can't afford not to bless you. I call all of them together to keep an eye on you. And I tell Edo people, Mr. Niger Watch is a national figure. You people should not, I don't care. He's been doing for you guys. When you wake up, you're going to understand. But what you are doing is now national. That at one point I mentioned you, I mentioned Nnamdi Kanu, I mentioned Sunday Igboho, and Sowore is another great guy. We have been bamboozled with brainwash is to the highest level. Every Nigerian is brainwashed. I don't care who you are. Just, it's a matter of explaining it to you. You will understand you have been brainwashed. But it will take this education, reorientation, mindset renewal to be able to get a few. And I keep saying I'm here for a few. The brave, the few, and the faithful. Those who will want to wake up every day and say, how can brainstorm? Because we have been brainwashed. So many things we believe are lies. Just begin to mention it. You see, yesterday I was so grieved when I was watching Akintunde Rotimi Jr. My heart went out for him for one reason, not because he is a representative for the Ekiti North. His cry I heard was a cry of a helpless man, a cry of a young man that will have used his life for other things. From his profile, he's around 40 years old, a public policy, international development, and strategic communications, a professional. And he found himself inside that place. And right now, he can't do anything because he is now in bondage. Okay, Mr. Niger, what I say you this. Some of the things that I'm going to say, I want to use the word allegedly just to, avoid anybody saying, what are you talking about? A lot of these, from governors to House of Representatives to Senate, they are in bondage. They can't even say nada. A lot of them, as you're speaking, there is already indictment on them. Whether they know it, some of them know it. Some of them have been called into DSS and tell them if you make fiam, they are in bondage. They can't do nada. The reason is because as of today, as we are speaking, there is no government. There has not been one. We have an organization of evil criminal cartel. They have perpetrated the act of looting and stealing and all of that. They have masterminded it and bring a lot of stooges. Please, for crying out loud, how can you imagine, on, I don't know how many this House of Reps are getting. The senators are giving 300 million naira every month, and the governors are, and some of them, this money are collected back from them. There is so much how these things are taken away from them. They are all in bondage. They when they say fiam, they list the things that will be done to them. They sell their people for just to maybe save their lives or whatever. I don't know. One of the things I'm going to leave for all of us today, the people I come here for. You see, I was raised in the village. When there are times when the mad cows are let loose, whether they call them cattle or for my place, na cow. Now, when they let loose, it is no longer the cow rearers or cattle rearers can no longer take hold or bring them down. It is the whole village that goes out, because if you don't bring that mad cow down, it can pull down houses. One time I saw it pull down a tree and then succumbed there. What am I saying? Nigerians have to wake up. Until this quagmire and this thing is dismantled, the people will remain in bondage. You will not be allowed to vote who you want to. The best of us will not be allowed to rule. I rest it there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Origin. God bless you, man. Thank you. All right. Tony Africa, thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Talk to Onanuga Watch, and thanks, so I thank you for making this option available for people to call in.
Thank you, sir.
So, thank you. So, I'm going to come in from a different perspective. It's a pity that we are still unable to grab what has been happening in our country for the past 9 years or so, ever since the late Buhari allegedly came into power. The country was okay until 2017 when this guy was, staying at a London hospital in a life support machine. But we still refuse to believe what Nnamdi Kanu and all the guys were saying, that this guy is no longer there. So the wife hijacked the system with the cousins of Buhari, and things started to fall apart. So I don't know why we should accept that person ruling over us for that particular period of time till Tinubu came in. So it is not Tinubu's making. What Tinubu is even doing right now, no certain president has attempted it. Because he's addressing the fundamentals. Because we keep complaining about the bad constitution, this. That's what people who say that who claim to own the country. They own all our oil wells, and they are untouchable. If you capture any northerner that is, let's say Fulani, we were going to, then a headsman, they will say release them. That order from from the above. But Tinubu right now, he's there, but he's tackling the fundamental problems, see. But which is very, very complicated, though. Very, very complicated, because it's not easy. What is happening with my phone?
We can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. So I don't want to beg everybody, every Southerners, that the situation is so complicated, so complicated. Only it will take men like you, like me, to sit down and have a very, deep reasoning capacity to know what is happening. Because this guy, you see that time, he changed the security chiefs. People did not understand to complain. There's some stuff that is no problem. Now he's trying to move from something down to south. They started again. Then he paused again. So probably that's why he's in France right now to strategize. He's going to strategize now to know how can he really take the power back from these people that claim to own the country. There is no country in this wide world where the resources will belong to some certain, they'll say the resources belong to the country, and then at the same time, some big men, they also this oil wells, including some Southerners who are the stooges. That is why it is very difficult for us to say. Then if time permits me a bit, I want to speak about yesterday's those governor election.
Quickly, sir. Quickly, yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. So, please, first of all, it has shown that I have never been wrong, like most of the things that I've been doing here ever since I joined your platform the past 3 years. I'm a man with vision. I've been saying that we and the Yoruba people, we are the same brothers and sisters. We shouldn't be having any infighting. If you can see the infighting going on in Edo now, they'll say that, okay, she said that, we are all one now. You see the names that are appearing. You have Olumide, you have Akpata, then you have Afolabi. They are all coming to. And Bruce Ali's mother was a Yoruba woman.
So what does that mean? What are you trying to say now?
That we shouldn't fight each other. That we shouldn't fight
so who
each
is
other.
fighting? Who is fighting? Who is fighting the Yorubas then?
No. We are Yorubas also now. That's what I'm saying. That Yoruba is not a tribe.
But what you are saying is not aligning. We shouldn't fight each other. Are they fighting before?
Not you. No, I mean the intrigues that is coming out of Edo State, and some say that if you go to some platform now, not be our platform here. Our platform we are highly educated people here. We are civilized people. But if you go to Edo space right now, apart from your platform, people are saying that as when Udali's mother is from Ondo State, I just like Brusalis.
Okay.
Then you can see also that I'm happy to be seeing all these Afolabis, Olumides, Akpata, they are coming out to vie for the governorship. But I'm expecting the just to come out.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So that we're all the same brother and sister. Yoruba is not a tribe; it's just a language that was formulated for us to work together. So if you go to Delta State, Edo State, Ondo State, Ekiti, who is part of Edo people, they are Edo people also. Okay.
Thank you.
So I know you were asking. Thank you very much, sir. So don't misunderstand me. Thank you very much, sir. Just that we are one people. We shouldn't fight each other. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Tony. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me, Mr. Faye.
Okay. There's a call.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Mr. Jonathan.
Mr. Davis, I just want to say this because I'm not the type of person that like people not being straightforward. The caller now, he said, I heard him. Maybe I'm the only one that heard him. He said, Mr. Tinubu is tackling the fundamental problems. And I was waiting for him. Maybe he will let us know those problems that Mr. Tinubu is solving. Now, he didn't say that.
Okay.
So that's a disservice. It's a complete disservice to people that are even hearing him. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mr. F.A., thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Thank you, sir, for you to pick my call. I agree with the good panelists. So I want to add to Mr. Tony Africa. Mr. Tony Africa, you say you expecting job people to come out, they have to come out. Oga, just enter us, so please. This matter will take crap for Nigeria, so not be made job people come out. If Tinubu want just respect, say may carry barrel paper, may sign, say he don't resign. You cannot expect if you never verify say if now be not be big talker or go and verify. Now be Oga Parabata of people where they
allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly. You understand? So nothing the job will do for you. But if you fuck with one job man, now there you know say man, there's not be the way that they call papa, not be so that they call mama. Go and verify, not be me the talker. So this you just don't have anything to do with this issue. You understand? So that is all the thing. Make my also come out for there. Nobody vote for her. You don't know the right thing to do. So you see, everywhere is messed up now. Okay. So you cannot call the blame one tribe for you. So that is it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. F. Thank you. All right, one more call, then I'll come to the panelists. Please bear with us. I can see Mr. Chimize, you'll be calling. Let me call you back. Please pick your call on time. We're working with time. Good evening to you, sir. I can see you called so many times. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yes, that was good evening. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, well, I would say I want to remember what Nnamdi Kanu said. May God bless that young that man. That is my leader, though. God will bless him, because from the one since 2015, Nando Carlo have been saying this: the jihad, they are coming. Protect yourself. I don't know, so many people, even people here on this platform, some of them see him as who is talking, who is this? Also, people curse him, people yell at him, why is he talking like this? But all those things he has said, all of them have come to pass. Even this Ekiti problem. Now, this Ekiti, they have now shipped from Abuja to Ekiti now. It's so annoying that this thing will be happening in a country they say they have rulers or have government. It's so bad. Believe me, this government is not doing anything. And I will ask Nigeria this question: why Nigerians? Why Nigerians love to vote somebody they know that won't do anything?
Who did they vote?
Oh, are you telling me they vote him? Some of them vote him.
Vote who?
They voted.
Please, let's say things how it is, please. The election was rigged.
Oh.
What do you mean voting?
Yes, it was rigged.
Don't blame Nigerians, please.
Hold on, it was rigged, but are you telling me he didn't get even 1 million?
Of course people voted for him, but the vote was not enough for him to become the president.
That's what I'm saying. If Tinubu didn't get any single vote, I will know that yes.
Yeah, even though he didn't get, for example, he didn't get any single vote, he will still be your president because the election was rigged.
My brother, he's not my president. I'm here in the USA. He's not my president.
He's your president, or God, let's say Tyrese. If you have any connection, with Nigeria, is your president. That's it. That's it.
Okay, my mother, my brothers, my siblings are there.
And so what are you saying?
It's not okay. Let's take the way let me put the way you say it, but it's not me in my mind. It's not. But
all right.
He asking Nigerian president. So the other thing, who is named Onanuga or what? Onanuga.
Yeah.
So he says something about US security. What on earth will you compare Nigeria and America? It can't. Anybody that do comparison should not bring in his or her mouth to America to use it to compare Nigeria. Why are they doing this? How you saying that here security is tight? It can go anywhere, it can sleep anywhere, it can be running on the road, and you feeling dizzy, you want to sleep, you park one side, you pull over and get some sleep. You can't do that in Nigeria. They will come there and kidnap you. Okay. This one is scaring Nigeria. Security here is number one. Okay. Even you will be scared for police. When you see police, you get scared. Not in Nigeria. But here, everything about security is tight.
Thank you.
And not those people. Where we saying those people that do drugs, that's where the gangster is, where they do drugs. That's where you be. If you're doing that kind of business, that's where you could get killed.
All right, Mr. Shimizi, thank you very much for clarifying that. I was actually waiting for people from America to come tell me which Nigeria and America, which one safe past. God bless you, sir, for clarifying that.
America is safe, I beg. Nigeria is not.
Thank you. All right, let me quickly pick another call so we can move on. Mother Rita, I can see you're calling in. A lot of people are calling in, but please, guys, I need to go to the panel. Mother Rita, thank you very much, ma, for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Elvis. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm on Diaspora. The reason why I called is because I came into the show when Mr. Tony was speaking. We already know what the modus operandi of Nigeria Watch is, to say the truth and say things as it is. There's a comment that Mr. Tony made, and I thank Mr. Jonathan for having a rebuttal to that, which is very unfair. He said Tinubu can sort our issue, and he's the only so far brave president that has done what other Southern presidents have not done. Please, Nigerians, maybe I need to reiterate it again. Bola, the one that calls himself Bola Ahmed Tinubu from Bodino in Aso Rock, cannot solve Nigeria's problem because, number one, he's an illegitimate Nigerian. I am saying that authoritatively because I have seen no proof that he's a Nigerian. Number two, he stole the mandate. He did not win. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the man that called himself Bola Ahmed Tinubu, did not win the 2023 presidential election. Number three, because of his illegitimate administration, he's trying all means to show some sort of legitimacy because he wants the gullible Nigerians to accept him. I, for one, will never accept him as my president, even if the corrupt Chief Justice of Nigeria swore him in. But I'm saying this so people can get an understanding. If somebody enters your house illegitimately, do you think that person can ever be honest with you? Every single step that person takes will always be illegitimate. Apart from the fact that we are dealing with somebody who was involved in narcotics, for crying out loud. What is wrong with Nigerians? What is wrong with Nigerians? Tinubu cannot help you. What is going on right now? All this so-called alignment, moving one ministry to the other. I have said it before. It does not change the price of Gary in urban markets. It does not change the price of rice in Oyigbo market in Lagos. It does not change it. What he's doing is he's realigning things to create another alpha beta. In case you don't know, it is not helping us in any way. How much is the dollar to himself and his friends and his little minions? So please, we have to get that fact. This man can't save Nigeria for anything. Just put that in your mind. Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration is going to be 5 times worse than the apparition called Buhari's administration. 5 times worse. I'm repeating it. 5 times worse. He has nothing to offer. Somebody that has criminal tendencies. Do you think that person is going to be doing things to suit Nigerians? They don't care. I keep telling you people, they don't. And these rich people, they don't care about you and I talking here. They don't even care about the Agbero in Lagos. They don't care. So please, I'm calling to just set the record straight. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has nothing to offer Nigerians. Whatever it is that he's doing now, is just looking for legitimacy. It's just noise making. They're disturbing us with their noise. But Edu, that issue has gone to voicemail. Tunji Ojo, this issue has gone to voicemail. Now they're not using this CBN move or whatever move as a distraction. We are still here. We are looking. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Rita, for that submission. God bless you. Mr. Ben, thanks for calling in. Please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Good afternoon, Wale. Good afternoon to every member of the panel and those in the comment section. I heard someone said earlier during one of your presentations that Nigeria is safer than the United States of America. And I want to ask that person, are you having a laugh?
Now Tinubu Aide, now one of his aide, his name is called Onanuga. So.
Okay, Mr. Onanuga, if you're listening to this platform right now, are you having a laugh? Are you joking? Do you think you're talking to some very illiterate, myopic thinking Nigerians? Which kind of talk without say Nigeria is safer than the United States? In the United States, have you moved from one state to another state at night without any fear of anybody, kidnapping me on the road? In the United States, if something happened right now, I will dial 911 and they could come within 2 minutes to wherever the problem they and take me to the hospital or resolve that situation. If somebody they rob me right now, I will call 911. Police will come. We will be one police cruiser, about 10 police cruisers just for one 911 call. Now ain't go come. So what is that man talking about that Nigeria is safer than the United States? Every single day, if you watch the news, you hear of one kidnapping situation, or kidnapping for Abuja, kidnapping for Southwest, kidnap. So what is this man talking about? Is it taking us for a ride or what? Which kind of leaders we get for this country, for God's sakes? Which kind of country they born us put? Which kind of country be this, for God's sake? I am frustrated with the people back home.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for my. Thank you very
No,
much.
that's fine. That's a good expression. God bless you, sir. Thank you. You know, that's a good expression. You're only confirming, rather, or debunking the news that Nigeria is safer than America and South Africa. That's what he said. Should be South Africa per se, I beg, let us know whether Nigeria is safer than South Africa. Black Panther, you did phone today. Thank you, my brother. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Thank you, Mr. Najawash.
Thank you.
Thank you, all the panel. Mr. Onanuga, I'm directing my speech to Mr. Onanuga. Mr. Onanuga, I am saying you are a con man. You are a big con man because the speech you made today has finally declared you a con man. In the United States, is more safer than a lot of countries on earth. Nigeria is not even one, is not even among it at all. In the United States, you have a right. You have a right to walk on the street, in the bed, in the midnight, even in the daytime where it's early in the morning, you can walk on the street and nobody will stop you or fight you for anything, as long as you have not committed a crime. You can travel to another state that you can drive for 10 hours without any kidnappers on the highway. Mr. Onanuga, you are a con man. Because you are a con man, you are serving a very deadly drug dealer. And a drug dealer is more worse than an ordinary criminal. It's worse than a kidnapper. That is the person you are serving. Well, the time will come where all of you will pay dearly for all these things. It will come. Remember, when the forces of Nigeria will stand still against the intruders like you and conmen and drug dealers, there will be no place. Nobody is going to spare anybody. All of you will be taken by the deeds you have done. Thank you, Mr. Najawas. Mr. Onanuga, you are a con man.
Okay.
A con man.
Thank you.
Your children should be crying for what the father they have. You are a con man.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, callers, thank you very much. I've done my part. Oh, Madam Ola as well. Oh, God. Okay, Madam Ola, I'm returning your call quickly. I can see you call a couple of times. Thank you very much for calling in. Good evening to you, ma'am. Please talk to us. Thank you, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, panelists and comment section. Nigeria Watch. Well, I don't really know how to start. I've been so down for the past few days, especially down because of the school children that were kidnapped and the wife of the police officer and the mother that were fired, and then now the monarchs. My heart goes to the woman that called and said it was very close to home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on the submission of Tony, I don't know what he was saying about Tinubu fixing the nation. I've always said it. I said it in the past that this man, people are saying he's smart, he's smart. They are talking about Tinubu of the past. He doesn't have a clue. He already said it. Emilokon is his only reason that he just wants to go down in history that he was president of Nigeria. He has been compromised in so many ways, and he surrounded himself with those who are also compromised. So he can't do the right thing. It's like when you lied, and then for you to cover that lie, you continue to lie and lie. You will never speak the truth. So he is running away. He's jittery right now. They are trying to continue to give him legitimacy by lying. I put something on the WhatsApp platform about this response from Onanuga. Is that what we should be talking about now? Attacking Atiku that he said this, he said that. Is that what concerns them? I mean, the life of people is like they are killing chicken for Christmas. I have been so emotional. I've been weeping. Especially with these school children that are newly kidnapped. It's so sad. I was trying to go, Lord Almighty, what did Nigeria do? Have mercy on us. Have mercy on us. I don't know. I am so down. I can't even find words to describe what is going on. It's like somebody is in a dream, like you're going to wake up. This is not happening. This man cannot do anything. People that are telling him to step out, he should just carry the courage and let all the pride go down and step out. I'm sorry, I can't do it. You Nigerians, you want to put the right person there, or you want to vote, or even come out and be open. Maybe Nigeria will even forgive him. I am so sad. What is going on? People. Even when you want to buy a chicken, you will even pray and think about it, because I can't even put a knife through a chicken neck. I don't know what to say. I just have to vent this, because I can't even find words to describe what is going on. It's so sad. I don't know. Every day. That's how emotional I am. I'm so sorry, everybody.
No,
I can't
fine.
keep it to myself. It's just
It's allowed. It's allowed. Thank you.
Too much. What is it? What
So
did
sorry.
they do? These children were going to school. They were going to school. They were just going to school. I'm so sorry.
So sorry too, madam.
Thank you for all you do. Thank you for bringing out the voices of people. At least they are hearing us and they are doing something. And God will see us through one day. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Thank you, madam. God bless you. This is very, very emotional. God. Thank you very much, Amashala, for calling in, sir. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
I'm just coming to speak on that senator that is, to me, is just whistling, like crying. He's not just hearing those kind of news on his community. You can't be coming to the Senate and reading paper for us and you are crying to show what? To show that you are concerned. When every senator in that place have different story from their communities, they are not doing anything. They are not coming to read papers to Nigerians and not crying campus story. The Nigerian police, I can remember how many times they budget money for their dog, sniffer dogs. Are you telling us dogs can't go into the bush and fetch people out? Nigerian police they are all failures. Security people are failures. The money being budgeted for 50-something million now for security is another FCV they are just eating. These people don't have us in mind. Sorry to say, they don't have us in mind, and that's why it could be calm and quiet in France, enjoying his life, and people are crying here. Nigerians, wake up. It's time to come out and protest. Come out and protest. Not until when they carry your family and start begging people to pay ransom for you. Nigerians, wake up and protest. Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
Thank you, my brother. Okay, let me go to the panel. I appreciate every one of you with us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Thank you very much, Ijidema. Thank you very much, Grant. Thank you, Madam Iris Finance. I can see you right there. SO, I can see you. Remy Abdul, I can see you. Abu Azi. Thank you very much, Adelaja Ogumbi, and many others right there. May God bless you all. I have one more call, please, guys. Bear with me. Bill, I say best to the
Hello.
Yes, my brother Bright Asemota. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Nigeria Watch. Good evening, everyone. I just tuned into the channel and I just got an insight of what the program is all about. But the state of the nation as of today, Mr. Nigeria Watch, I want to first of all use this opportunity to thank you for bringing awareness to most of the people who are able to tune into your channel, because a lot of us never knew what was going on. Some of us never knew, but now everybody is seeing what is going on in the country. Nigeria is already a failed state. There is no prayer that can revive that country. It's already gone. It has passed that stage of saying, okay, that they can reverse it. Look at the exchange rate for today. Before we get to maybe the middle of this year, Nigeria, our currency might be one euro to like maybe to be 2,500 naira or 3,000 naira. So, and there is nothing on ground that the government is trying to do about it. Look at the kidnapping. Look at what is happening. It's going to get much more worse. Because there is no rules of engagement. Only when it happens, you see people coming out on television, speaking grammar, comparing one bad egg to another egg, saying, no, now your head black past my own not too black, but your own black past now. That is what all our politicians are all about. When something happens, they compare it to another country and say, hey, our one is bad, but compared to the other side. That is not my business. That is not supposed to be, somebody who is reasonable is not supposed to say that, oh, America is even more worse than Nigeria. What does that signify? It does not change anything because you are not doing the right thing. Look at this kidnapping issue. It has gone worse. But the only thing you will hear the politicians say now that they are more concerned is about the election coming up in Benin, the next election that is coming up, how they are going to make their strategy, how somebody is going to from PDP jump into APC. That is what they are concerned about. We as Nigerians are just numbers to them. It's when the election is coming, that is when you will see them on television. Somebody that you have not seen in your life will come up and just come out tomorrow and say now he wants to take up a post that he wants to change what is happening in the community. Why not change it now? Somebody like you, Nigerians, that have been there, canvassing for the betterment of your state and your nation. If tomorrow you come out and you want to contest for an election, people can assimilate and say, oh, this man, we know him. He has always been making noises on television. He has always been, advocating for good governance. But these people that you see on television, nobody knows them. The only common election is around the corner, and they will come and sell us kind of lie. When they get there, they just favor their own friends. They don't do anything for the average Nigerian. And what pains me most is the people that are back home. They don't even know what is going on. They don't know. They have polluted the environment with a lot of, especially this internet we have in Nigeria. It's giving us problems because the people are not using the internet to engage themselves, rather than they are using it to make money. All they are just focused is how am I going to do one skit? How am I going to be an influencer? How am I going to be, doing a lot of things on TikTok just to get money? They don't care what is happening around them. And that is the problem. And the politicians are cashing out from that. It's a pity, Mr. Nanjawo. We just pray that we don't find ourselves into this mess because some days, some of us here will say, I want to travel to Nigeria. I want to go and do one or two things. We just pray we don't go and fall into to become victims because Nigeria is not a safe place.
Exactly.
Anything can happen to everybody.
Exactly.
Look at what happened in Ibadan when the bomb exploded. Some people in the house, they didn't go out. They were just in their houses when the whole place exploded. And tomorrow, all these things will happen. The government will not even come out to compensate the people. They will not. They don't even say anything. Once the people are something happens to them, you are just on your own. Nobody will come and say, "Oh, we are sorry. Okay, your children. We will give them scholarship. We will send them to school. Those that are injured, we will pay for their medical bills." Nobody says anything. They just move on, and nobody holds them accountable. And these people have people that represent them in their own constituency. Then tomorrow election will come out, and you expect me to come and be saying I belong to Labour, I belong to PDP, I belong to APC. For me, for me, as Nigeria is as fast now, anything election count me out of it.
Thank you.
We should not deceive ourselves. Thank you so much.
God bless you, my brother, Brighter Samota. Thank you very much. All right, appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much for your time. I would like to call on the first person on the panel, which is Mr. Kingsley Jonathan. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Mr. Harris, thank you very much. How are you doing today?
Yeah, can I say I'm good? I'm not sure I should say that because the situation in our country is extremely terrible right now.
Yeah, exactly. I want to greet everyone. Those on the panel, the callers, all the callers have been they've said it all, except for one or two aberrations that we had. Apart from that, the callers, they've said it all. And greetings to all those that are on the comment section as well. I want to start with the police emergency interview, the question on police emergency and emergency call that Cheung of Channels had with one of Tinubu surrogates. I want to start there, and I have a personal story that I believe fits into this. It's my own personal story. I believe it fits into this response today. Sometimes ago, about 2 months ago to be precise, I was rushing out of my house. My hands, was full. I had my phone, I had my car key, I had my garage key. Everything was full, and unknowingly, I pressed the 911. I pressed it, and I saw it. Oh, I quickly, cut it off.
I said, I was surprised. Mr. Jonathan, sorry, we can't hear anything from you at all. And you're muted. So I think you'll be attacked. Please try to leave and come back again, sir. But before that, I would like to move on to the next person as we wait for you to sort yourself out. Okay. Madam Patricia, please talk to us, man. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, man.
Good evening to everyone from wherever you're watching us from, whatever the time is in your zone. I welcome you especially to this broadcast. Thank you all for your contribution, to the channel and to make our voices be heard by sharing, liking, and of course supporting the channel with your hard-earned money. And of course, I want to thank Mommy Diaspora for all that she is doing, being the pillar of this channel, supporting you, Mr. Elvis, and ensuring that pushing you, making you to continue on this.
Hello, Mr. Elvis. Am I still on?
No, you are not on now. Somebody else is already talking. We'll come back to you, Mr. Jonathan.
Okay,
on this good track, So I want to appreciate her very much for all that she does for you, Mr. Elvis, and for all of us.
Thank you, man.
And also I want to thank the panelists, all the panelists that has been current and also always there to make this platform lively and to speak truth to power. Although I have some issues with people saying what they don't know, but that's my own opinion. And I think it's good for us to actually go and verify whatever we are saying, And also, if you disagree with somebody sometimes, I think it's good you go and do your own research as well. I want to come to this, the killings, the bike we are seeing is not strange. We don't expect anything as long as the plans on ground have not changed. Somebody once said that the meaning of insanity is somebody doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Nothing has changed as far as I'm concerned. The way the modus operandi and the way things are run in Nigeria, nothing has changed. I mean, we can see all the antecedents that corruption is still the norm of the day. Before the humanitarian, what they call it, minister, you can imagine money that she was supposed to use to help the poor, and now was now being paid up to themselves. And so nothing has changed. As long nothing has changed, the status quo remains the same. And I heard some people were even crying that the status quo must remain the same. Hence, the Northerners are crying with a very, very loud voice, letting us know that they think they own Nigeria. They think they own Nigeria, but I want to tell them, I dare tell them that they don't own Nigeria. When I say Northerners, yes, I have it's my opinion. Because you see, they always say that, there's a say we say in Benin, you say that that's what they did with us. The thief, the criminal, the bad person you have in your house, he's the one in your home or your family or whatever. He's the one that will go and invite other people. Since he cannot do it directly, he can go and invite strangers to come and help him do what he couldn't do, because you know that if he does it directly, they will know that he's the one. So he can go and work with those people to come and, you know, do his bidding, his evil bidding. So that's what we are seeing. I remember as a child when, you know, when that time when this Fulani was not that popular yet. They were not very popular then. But the Northerners, these Hausas, they are the one, and even the Middle Belt, they are the one that aided them against the South. I don't know. Look, we should go back to the drawing board. We should go back to our history. That's why they remove history book from Nigeria, because they don't want us to know the truth. And many people that are born, these children that are born just yesterday, they come to be challenging people here when we are talking. Please, I'm not, look, when I'm speaking, I know what I'm saying. I don't come here to lie to anybody or to mislead anybody. Everything I'm saying, if you go and work out, if you go and verify, you'll find out that there's always the element of truth for what I'm saying. I don't just come here to rant or just come and talk for talking's sake. I come to say what I know is factual. And if you really want to verify, you can find out the truth yourself. And it's good that even when people bring in their submissions here, don't just take it as a face value. You know, don't take it in as hook, line, and sinker. Go and do your own verification. Obi says, go and verify. You go and verify. Instead of attacking people down, you are saying a lie, you are doing that. Go and verify. Go and verify. When you verify and you find out that it's not true, come back and debunk what I said. Don't just come out and say, no, it's not like that. That's not it. So what I'm saying, they aided them to settle them in Nigeria. So whatever they are facing now is what is the game they played. Even though I feel sorry for them, because they thought that because they were the same religion, Muslim, yes, they can use it to oppress the rest. But thank God, at the longer run, they are suffering it more than we. Okay, now going to the spokesman for Tinubu, he better just keep quiet. It would have been better, because it's not because you are a spokesman every time you have to come out and say things that doesn't make any sense, you know. And even if you want to speak, you know, you can maybe find a way to bring your arguments, not to start to compare Nigeria with other countries. Must Nigeria be compared only on bad things, with bad things? Why are we not being compared with America in a positive light? Why is it with criminality, with evil? You know, why should it be that? So I don't subscribe to his points. But of course, like you guys know, Nigeria is not actually in a safe hand, as per to say. But I want to stress the fact that Tinubu is gone to France, and they say it's for private visits, that Nigerians know where he went. I want to let this same man, his spokesman, know that he didn't tell Nigerians he was going. We only heard he was going. He has left. You know, for him to come out to tell us that Nigerians know, he told Nigerians, Nigerians know where he was going. Nigerians did not know where he was going. He had already left before Nigerians knew that, oh, they said he's gone to France for private visits. So that should not be something to not to try to blame it on Nigeria. Nigerians know where he's going. For crying out loud, the country is on fire. Even if you are on private, we know, okay, yes, as a president, maybe the heat is too much for him because of his age, whatever he needs, so maybe he needs to take a rest. But since the fire is getting hit, he's supposed to at least come back and do his job. That's what he vowed to do, to protect Nigeria, to protect life and property. Yeah. So now that it doesn't seem he's doing it, and the country is getting worse every day, he should come back from where he is and prove that he's in control of he's on top of his game. As far as I'm concerned, what he's doing now with these killings are just going on every day. Hearing all these things is very, very disheartening to me. You know, I don't know how much more Nigerians have to suffer before they will come out? I don't know. Because at this point, you know, I would think that the whole place is supposed to already be, you know, ungovernable for any of them. I should think like that. But that's not what we are seeing. So let's wait and see what is going to happen. The monarchs that were died in Ekiti, media, you know, my condolence to all the Ekiti people, and my condolence to the family, and I pray that they will recover speedily. But this is where I want to also use this platform to call all the certain governors to stand up and wake up and smell the coffee, that this is not a joke anymore. They need to do something, because since these people came out with this threatening, you know, the Fulani, whatever, they came out with threatening that they say jihad, they are going to start jihad in February. I'm supposed to already be hearing what they are putting together to curb the, you know, or to counterattack whatever plans they have. But I'm not hearing. Maybe that's a sensitive information to give out. Maybe, I don't know. But I don't think it's time to fold their hands or hide their head under the sand like an ostrich, pretending that the danger coming will not see them. I don't think so. This is a time for all the people in the south, southeast, southwest. It's time to start to train both your male, your female, your children for war. They should be war ready. They should. You can't fold your hand. Since these people, they say that's how they are, then we too, we have to be ready. Whether you are a male, whether you are female or children, everybody have to know how to do what we need to do to protect ourselves, to defend our people, and to protect, to prolong to keep our posterity. We need to know how to do it. Nobody should say, I'm a woman now, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. No. Or when they catch you, start crying, oh, please help me, don't kill me. That's nonsense. You should be talking bold. Even though if you are going to buy, you have to buy as an hero. You have to buy as somebody that's not a coward. Not, you know, you have to buy as somebody that is bold and courageous. You know, they have to take you out, knowing that, yes, they met somebody, not that they met a chicken or a fly. You know, so that's what I would say. And I've also passed that information to my place. I told them day before yesterday that this is what they should do. I've given them those three things. They should, if we have to raise the money, the fund for them to be trained, for them to be equipped, whatever skill that they need, we have to do it. We have to pump those things in now, because we have to make sure we defend our people, protect our children and our posterity, because it's our God-given land, and we will not allow them to come and take it from us. We have to fight to finish with them. That's what I've told them, and that's what I'm telling every person, every governor or whatever traditional ruler in the south, southeast, southwest. Listen, we have to match them. Anyhow they come, we have to match them. We cannot cower in. This is not the time. These governors, yes, all these governors, I think now it's clear to them. Before somebody's crying, you are crying like a baby. I cannot help you. Do the needful and save your posterity. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mother Patricia. Thanks for your wonderful submission. Yeah, Nigeria's situation is pathetic. Let me call on the next person again. Let me go to Mr. Jonathan to finish your submission earlier on. Then I'll come to Madam Luke. Mr. Jonathan, you don't know what happened earlier on. Please talk to us.
Yeah, I really don't know what happened, but let me quickly just move on. Sorry about that interruption. The reason why what I was saying, I was just trying to lay the foundation to juxtapose the argument, the stupid argument, comparing the Nigerian security with that of United States or even South Africa. It is just unreasonable, uncalled for. That's the reason for that story. But that aside, those two monarchs that were killed, according to the story, there were three of them. The third monarch was at the back. His own vehicle was at the back, and he escaped, somehow. If it were to be a society where we have a solid emergency system, that monarch, the one that escaped, would have called. And that location, that position, from that place on, will be ransacked to a point where those people that perpetrated it will have been caught, as we're speaking right now, arrested within 2-3 hours of that incident. So who is coming here to be talking about emergency call, emergency number? You think people are fools? We don't have that in Nigeria. It is a reactive system that they have, not a proactive one. They only react. And even if you have a reactive system in place, their reactive system is so poor, you can't even relate it with poor. If there's anything that is worse than poor, there's nothing. Emergency number in Nigeria. Are you kidding me? Give me a break. They will wipe people in Nigeria over and over again. Nothing will happen. Police will not show up. They will be talking as if things are normal, comparing Nigeria with United States. I will come to that man later, that Onanuga. I have 1 or 2 things to say about him. But for respect for this platform, I will just be so mild with Mr. Onanuga, because there is no good word to describe his state of mind. There is no good words. How do you want to describe Bayo Onanuga? It's so, the only way I can describe is that everything is just so absurd, unreasonable, so ludicrous, to say the least. Completely out of place. Completely. How can you be saying that? For what? You are defending Mr. Tinubu. You will always be unreasonable and foolish. In fact, your best, if you bring out your best for Mr. Tinubu, you will still be unreasonable. You will still be foolish. And this is your best, Mr. Onanuga. This is your best. If you bring out your best for him, you will still be a foolish person. You will still appear foolish. You will sound foolish. You will sound unreasonable. But as I said, for respect for this platform, let me leave it at that, because there is no good way to describe his state of mind. There is no way you want to describe what he said, his reaction today and even previously, that you will not go out of line. There's no way, because I don't know. Mr. Senator, House of Rep, but I think he's a House of Rep member from Ekiti State that came out and on the floor of the Senate. See, Mr. Senate or Mr. House of Rep, Mr. Senator or House of Rep, crying on the floor of the House will not cut it for you. That is not the issue. Crying on the floor of the House of the Senate of the House of Rep or the Senate is not enough. Your crying will not cut it. You can cry till kingdom come. You can do all your crying. In fact, with all the kidnappings, all the killings that we're seeing, people are crying now in Ekiti. I can imagine now, how people, the state that people are, especially in that very kingdom or that location. Crying is not enough. What did you do? You had the opportunity. Did you come out and put any bill on the floor? This is your fantastic opportunity at the minimum. You didn't ask for state policing. You didn't ask for local government policing. You are just crying. Crying for what? Your crying will not cut it, Mr. Rep. What you should have done on top of your crying is to put a bill today, this day, to have prepare yourself for the last 36 hours after this event with your team or your people in your office, to have come up with a bill today on the floor with your own caucus within the House. Put a bill on the floor. Test them. Let us know them whether this killing is okay. We're talking of Nigerian police. What can Nigerian police do? They can't even protect a local government, a council area, talk less of the whole of Nigeria. And you are there crying. Put a bill on the floor of the House. Ask them to vote on it. Put it on the floor. Challenge them that this is the only way you can protect your own community, the people you are representing. But I'm not naive, though. I'm not naive. I know you can't do that. I know that you can't do it. Because why? You cannot separate yourself from the evil. You can't. There's no matter how good a man is, and no matter how good the intention of a man is, if the man is still associated with evil, his good will be nothing. His good will amount to nothing. In fact, his good will not even show at all. You can't do it, no matter how good you are, because you cannot separate yourself from the evil. You can't come out, you can't put that bill on the floor. That's what happens in a normal society. Today, it is the people that I'm representing. I'm doing whether that bill fails or pass is a different thing. But you will have put it on the floor. Let everybody vote on it, because I'm here to represent my people, the people of my constituency, and I'm putting this on the floor today. It does not matter. It is not about whether it passed or it failed. No, that's not the issue. You set the record straight. If they don't vote for you today, we'll see the next constituency in any part of Nigeria that is people in his own area will be quiet, and then he will come to the same floor asking for support again. This is the opportunity for you to coalesce together, to come and do the right thing. You are crying. Just please forget that one. Do the right thing. I know that all for Nigeria, your days are numbered. All of you, this government, your days are numbered. That's a fact. You can take that to the bank. We may not know how, we may not know the exact day, but your days are numbered. Coming back to Mr. Onanuga and Mr. Tinubu's going to Paris. That's another lie. These people just love lying. They love to lie to Nigerians. They have grown in it so much that they cannot govern. They can't run government without lying, outright lying. Yes, Mr. Tinubu is entitled to go on a vacation holiday. I know that they will come and sell that to Nigerians. They will still come out and say that very cheap defense is what they will come up with. That he is entitled. He's entitled to go on a holiday. He's entitled to go on a personal holiday. But here is the thing. There is no normal president anywhere in the world, in a normal society, that you will go on holiday, which you are entitled to, fine. That what is happening in Nigeria now will be happening, and you will still be comfortable there. It is only on one condition and one condition only that will make a president. Nigerians, hear this. And all those politicians, all those surrogates that are coming out to TV stations, national TV, spewing out lies and manipulating people. It is only on one condition and one condition only that the president of a nation, a normal nation, will be out and things like this will be happening, and he will still be out. And that is if his own life is at stake. His health. So tell Nigeria the truth. Mr. Tinubu is sick. Because you can't be normal and stay in France. You can't. It is only on that condition alone that, okay, this man's state of health is not okay. He has to be attended to. There's no way we can do it now. So don't come out and say it's on holiday. Holiday on what? Personal holiday on what? Because you are just lying. Because at this stage, this mammoth insecurity, killings, kidnapping that is going on in Nigeria, the only argument you have, Mr. Tinubu, and your surrogates, before they even come out, I'm preempting them. The only argument that will suffice, that will make sense for you to be out of the country now, is that your health is at stake. Your life is at stake. You need to be treated. You need to be under serious medical observation. That is the only reason. There is no any other argument that will cut it under the sun. for a president that say he loves his country, that sworn an oath to protect and defend the security and integrity of Nigeria and Nigerians, and is out now. You don't have that. There's nothing, no excuse. So come out clean and tell Nigerians that Mr. Tinubu is sick, is under medical observation, whatever, or procedure. But you can't do that because you know when you lie, you have to continue to lie to defend the last lie. But know this, Nigerians are not fools. Nigerians are not fools. We know. We know what is happening. We know where Mr. Tinubu, the reason why Mr. Tinubu is not in Nigeria now. You can send all your surrogate out, all you like, to come and lie to Nigerians. Who does that? On personal holiday, and your house is burning. Even for one citizen of your country to be quiet alone. Under these circumstances, people died every day. Yes, we know, because that's another argument. That is what their surrogate will come and tell us, that people die every day. Fine, we know. But we're talking under the circumstances, these circumstances. We're talking of kidnapping. We're talking of insecurity. That's what we're talking about. Yes, people die every day, and the president is not going to be called because somebody died there, somebody. No. But we're talking of the circumstances on what we're experiencing now. It's not just normal. Therefore, even if it is only one citizen that was spy under these circumstances, you have no basis to be out of the country. You have no basis at all, no reason. But because you don't care, and someone comes and says, Mr. Tinubu is working hard. Yes, he's working hard indeed. Mr. Tinubu is working hard indeed. Onanuga coming out saying, Mr. Tinubu is working hard. Yes, he's working hard. We can see that until it comes to you, until it comes to your door. Then you will know. Those two monarchs, if they had the opportunity 5 days ago, they will still be talking, probably still be talking rubbish. I wanted to say this yesterday when I said there is no way you want to talk even about them. If you really want to touch it and say the truth, that it will look as if you are insensitive. But these are part of the problem. These are the people they are part of the people that brought Nigeria to where we are right now. So let's just say it, and what do you call it? The guy, one of the videos, Mr. Elvis, that we showed earlier about the supporter of Mr. Tinubu. Well, it's just so ignorant. I mean, talk of being ignorant.
Please round up
So
1 minute, sir.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that, Mr. Elvis.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that for now. Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it.
God bless you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you. Madam Luke, thank you very much, ma, for joining us today. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good afternoon, good evening from over here. How are you doing, Mr. Elvis?
Yeah, we give thanks to God. Thank you, ma.
Amen. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora, members of the wonderful panel, the moderators, the commentators, and viewers at large. Thank you again for another wonderful day. Famous words. Oti deju insane. Oti deju insane. You know who said that, right?
Mr. Tinubu.
Thank you. So you see, when people are killing you and helping you to mourn, it becomes ritualist. We're not dealing in the realm of ritualism. I've said this many times. This is going to get worse until we become caged and we have pockets of factions of rebels that we're paying homage, and this is what's going on, and we're paying homage to people in power to keep their seats. We went from oil bunkering, we're not doing human bunkering. This thing started during Obasanjo's time. I remember in the 90s, when truckloads and truckloads of headsmen, they were not even doing cows, they were just and they only operate in the middle of the night. Truckload and truckloads of people going from place to place. People raised alarm. And some pockets of the Nigerian elite, you cannot withhold movement of free Nigerians from place to place. When you cannot verify that they are Nigerians, how can you guarantee freedom and safety? So, my dear people, I don't know. You see, I don't know. I don't think you understand how dysfunctional we're going to get. And I'm already predicting this. Most of you already know what I'm talking about. You will be at home. You cannot even relate with your spouse. You cannot relate with your children. Even when you are in the bedroom, you cannot do nothing, because by the time you think about Nigeria's problem, either you have ED or you have something, nothing. You cannot even relate on a normal level, because you have been deadened and you have been desensitized. And the weight on your shoulders are so large that you're not functioning normally anymore, because you're always in a state of panic and anxiety, which a medication can never cure. We are going into the realm of parapsychotics right now. We are all going mad gradually. And what is making us that way is the sorrow, the pain, and the helplessness. And then the icing of the cake is the hopelessness. Can you imagine Bayo Onanuga? Is this not one of the people that came to challenge Tinubu years ago about being a certificate forger and a drug baron? And this same Bayo Onanuga. Why are we surprised? When you sell your soul to the devil, you have no other recourse. I mean, he that is down, you don't need no fear of a fall. These are people that are already down spiritually. And look at that one crying with his fat neck. I don't know what he's crying for. Is it because he got to a kitty state that he's now crying? All the people that have been losing their lives and we've been crying, now we don't have any tears. What does he think we have been doing? And these are the same people that were on your mandate. When it was time to impeach Buhari, these are the people that were shouting on your mandate we shall stand and your pampas we shall stand. These are the same people. Now he's coming to TV to cry. The crying has not started though. My question to all of you, who is paying this ransom? How many Nigerians can afford 100 million? Who is paying this ransom money? And what is the criteria for them to even release some and keep some? Like I said, we're not into human bunkering. There is a calculated attempt, and there's a multi-billion dollar naira industry going on with human trafficking and organ trafficking. I have said it many times. Only in Nigeria will you recover a dead body and you just throw the body in the grave and that's it. You don't carry out any investigation. You don't do anything to see how many parts of that your body is still complete. They will just give you mangled sheets and they will tell you to go and bury your loved ones. Meanwhile, they've now started kidnapping children. The organ trafficking business is real. Who is paying this 100? Can you imagine telling a family of mine now to come and pay 100 million? Who is going to pay it? Crowdfunding cannot get it because even the crowd won't have it. But like I said, Tinubu, who we know for a fact is not a Nigerian, and he's just a Nigerian by residence. Other than that, I cannot see why for the first 30 years of your life, nobody knows you. Everything you have said that you did is fake. And Mr. Onanuga was saying that Nigeria is safer than South Africa and US. I have lived here now for over 30 years. I have never seen a gun. I repeat, I have never seen a gun. The only time I see a shadow of a gun is when the policeman stops and I see that there's something on his waist. Maybe I can just guess. In my lifetime in this country, I've never ever seen a gun in my life. Where they are saying shout, they are shooting, bang, bang, bang. I have never seen it. And I'm a foreigner now. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, no. But in a country that has 350 million people plus, you can always have those pockets of miscreants. that will come in and do. But I'm telling you that it's safe. How many times can you even come out? I mean, I work nights. I can leave my house 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 a.m. I'm not even looking at who is following me in my back. We don't have fences here. But the security is top notch, because if you are going into somebody's house, you don't know whether you're going to be confronted by an alligator, a tiger, a boa constrictor. You don't know this. You don't know what these people have in their houses, and you want to wander in there to say you are going to do what? Here that everybody carries a gun. In my county here, you are licensed to carry a gun. All you got to do is cut somebody in traffic and just go to their car and tell them. They will blow your head off. So you don't just go and kidnap people and put them in your car and start getting ransom. You can't do that here. The only time you negotiate with terrorists is when you are dealing with high-tech CIA and they're doing a refugee swaps or whatever they're doing, intel. But here to negotiate with touts in the bush. And then when they carry you, you have no trace of where they're taking you to. Within 2 hours or 4 hours in Nigeria, how far can you travel if you don't take a plane? Meaning these people know where they are and they know what is going on. So you see, Tinubu, I posted a link on the private chat. The reason I now call Waves TV, there's one man there that I always listen to. His name is Alhaji, he's a Yoruba man. He says Tinubu's destiny is with evil, is dear, is certain. And that man, this was said when they were campaigning. He said Nigerians are eating food that they don't have, that is not their own. Just like monkey is eating food. That we gave our food to monkeys. Now all we have to do is to take our own food, let the monkey do, and he said we are holding rotten banana, and the monkey is holding our food. Now all we have to do is let the monkey drop our food, take our food, and the monkey will take his rotten banana. That if everybody cooks for Tinubu, how can he eat it at once? Meaning we have no unity, and that is why these people will continue to do what they're doing. Look at this buffoon. Excuse my language, called Bayo Onanuga. The epitome of ugliness. And like I said, people that are... And Mr. Naja, watch. I have listened to many people on this your forum, especially callers. You can tell that some of them have pro-Tinubu sentiments. Imagine somebody called and said, it's not tribalistic, we are all one, you're about this one. I mean, when people are talking, I don't understand where the hell they will just start talking something that's not even related to the topic. Just to bring their own implicit bias. Like I said, every day we come here, we discuss the same old shit. Same old, same old. They kidnap this one today. They're going to pockets of places. Edo State, they're having their own kidnapping going on there. And after that, ransom money, no interview, nothing. Now they've taken pictures. Obi has gone to take pictures with the 5 girls. Where did the money come from? Who did they pay this money to? Do you know what it is to carry 100 million in a Ghana must go bag of bullion van? How is this money transferred? Where is the intel? And you now expect Tinubu to care. No, Tinubu is a ritualist. The more Nigerians die, the more he entrenches himself in power. Because he's unfeeling and he doesn't care. That medical tourism Buhari did, he will do it even better. Because that man is over 80. How old is his first daughter that he had at 9 years old? This man is over 80. And he's positioning himself to be a lifetime president. At this rate, 8 months, the country has already gone down. A dollar is $1 to 1,500. We have now graduated from oil bunkering to human bunkering. People just disappear like that. Now children are being massacred and trafficked. By the time those children come back, you don't even know whether it's your child you're getting back. It's a very frightening time we're living in Nigeria. And nowhere can be unsafe, more unsafe than Nigeria this time. Because our politicians have no soul. They have no souls. Where is the intel? And you tell me this is not deliberate? Obasanjo, all those people, they're coming, Babangida, all of them. The guilt that they are feeling now is what is making them run up under the place. Because they know they're complicit in this mess. What would have done 24 years ago, we're now starting like we never even started at all. So my people, this crime will continue. We will give condolences, we'll be tired. Until tears dry, tears will get dried from your eyes. Like they say, brace for impact. Thank you, my people.
All right, Madam Luke, thank you very much for your submission. God bless you. I appreciate you. I understand that the pains in Nigeria can make somebody go out of track sometimes. The word you use with the B, please next time try to avoid it. Yes, the situation we are facing right now in Nigeria is terrible. As we speak right now, right this minute, before Madam Luke finishes our submission, a pound is now 1,940 naira. As we speak, because I can confirm that not somebody told me. I just sent money to my security man now, right now. It's now 1,940 naira. So that means maybe latest Friday is not what I wish for Nigeria, but latest Friday, a pound might be 2,000. So
Friday.
Okay, what do you want
What
me
are
to
you
say?
saying? This is 8:30. You just said by 10 p.m. today. You started talking on UK time. You said Nigeria watch now what for you? Which one be this? 1,800, 1,000.
No,
You said this
1,940 naira. I just
no
sent
be no be 60 naira remain.
The thing they grow every day with like 200 naira.
So now 60 naira now you go. They wait till Friday.
So it's crazy. It's really, really crazy, man. It's crazy. Sometimes it looks funny, but it's not funny. It looks funny, it's not funny, to be honest. God, and people are still on minimum wage 30,000 naira. Then we are complaining about the crime that is going on in Nigeria. How do you want people to survive? There's army man who cried out today. I don't know if it was today. Yeah, I think it was today. But although I saw the video today, I would like to quickly play this one here for you guys to see, because and listen to what this army man have to say here. This is pathetic. Unfortunately, we find ourselves here. Yes. Let me play this video. Listen to this video. Hold on, madam. I want to play a video.
I know. I wanted to send you something. Just check it out, please.
Okay. Thank you. Check this.
Hello. Nigeria may give me pass as I do 1 year for my duty today. Now they give me pass, make I go and go see my family. My way to as I come up for bush now I reach park. They tell me say from here to my town 35,000. Now I come calculate 35,000 going and come back, that is 70,000. And 50,000 now my salary where they pay me for this month. But I not give option again. No. I go back to bush.
Kai. This is so sad. This is so sad. Army, we don't go fight for us, everything. Normally supposed go see family people now. Transport back home is 35,000. Coming back is 35,000. His salary is 50,000 naira. And he's going back to the bush. So I pay me, Sha. If me personally have direct contact with this army man, I go bless him. God, with the promise between me and my God, if I have contact with this man, so because my heart bleeds as I watched this video 10 minutes ago. This is the situation we find ourselves right now.
Mr. Elvis.
Ma.
Please, sorry. The B word I used is just like when they came on some Arise TV and said the sinner word. There are some words that are not necessarily insulting. They just describe a behavior. it means somebody who's ridiculous or amusing. So it's not an offensive slang of a word. So it's just the behavior that describes what he is. He's ridiculous and he's really amusing. Thank you. I just want to clarify that.
Okay. Thank you, ma. No problem. You know, anyhow, we use words for these people sometimes. When you look at it, like I said before, that's why I played this video. When you look at it, you can't blame us. If Nigerians start fighting back today, are you going to blame them? You know, I don't understand. They have pushed us even more than the war. Normally, when I was growing up, they say don't push people to the war. Now they don't push Nigeria to the war. They can't push us through inside the war. Then we are now in the other side of the war now. Let me call on the next person to speak to us. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Madam Amembright, thank you very much, madam, for joining us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. Are you there, ma? We can't hear you.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, you're
hello.
Good. Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for putting me in, and my greetings to all the panelists. Greetings to Mommy Diaspora, and all of our obedience people. I thank you, Mr. Elvis, once again. If I have to come back now to talk about Emilio, first of all, let me extend my condolence to the Ekiti school children, their parents, the first staffs, my condolence to them. If we are not careful and we don't make a U-turn, this condolence will continue. I wish I don't pray for it to continue in the rest part of Nigeria. First of all, before I continue, just let me add this one in. Our constitution, as one of our brothers have said yesterday, we really need a reform of our constitution, a change of it. We need it. Without that, we are going nowhere. That is just what I just wanted to add that to it.
Okay, Madam Amembright, let me quickly put this through to you, please. You know, because it's good I address this. For some of you that is calling for the reform of the constitution, fine, you are doing the right thing, but I'm not sure this is the best time to call on it. Because if you are calling for the reform of the constitution, we have all the cabals, all the satanic individualisms in the position. So are you telling me that these people are going to change constitution to favor you and hurt them? So for me, let's spend our minutes and time to talk about other things that can be solved by Nigerians. Anything that can be solved by this satanic government, they will not do it. Thank you, ma'am.
Anyway, we are now talking about our Emilio Con. Emilio Con just ring his way out because he's aware that his time is already going on. According to our sister, Tinubu should be more than 80 years. Because me, I'm approaching 70. So why would Tinubu be 72? So he just ran his way to have all the benefit as a president for himself and his family. And he has nothing, according to us, he has no clue, he has no idea on what to do about Nigeria. And now he's in France. He's just following the same footstep like Buhari. Buhari spent how many months while he was there? He was not addressing any issues in Nigeria. It was his assistant that was sometimes coming out. All our governors, our House of Assemblies, all of them, they were all quiet. Most of them were not talking. So Tinubu is just there. He's played that game with him. He has been playing that game, being ECOWAS, following all part of Western world, and coming now to be a Muslim by force. It's one of the old games he's playing with the Hausa Fulanis. To be part of them, to find his way out. He couldn't find his way, he has to ring it. So now, what is he doing in France? To go and take care of the head if he's not selling us, if he's not selling Nigeria out, take care of his head, or he's running away from the attack ahead of us. I don't know. But I have to come back to, I think I had, whether I had, I came in when Tony was talking. Was it Jonathan that said Tinubu is capable to handle the situation in Nigeria? Am I right? I don't know. I'm surprised if Jonathan should say that type of a thing. Maybe they have their own reasons. They are part of the game. I come back now to Onanuga, Bayo Onanuga. Hey, that man saying that Nigeria security is better than that of USA. And the other one side saying that Nigeria is safer than South Africa. Are they dreaming? Are they not with us? Are they not seeing what is going on in Nigeria now? I don't know if I don't know. Me who doesn't know anything about politics, Nigeria politics. They are inside and they are measuring this thing, this type of statement from their mouth. Don't they travel to Western world? Don't they see things there? So it's a pity. My sister now, the House of Reps, I don't know what they are doing with this kidnapping, the say pile of things, demanding 100 million. Nobody is talking. House of Assembly, Senator, governors. Where are they? Where are they? If I have to talk there about Onanuga, I think I've mentioned that one. According to my sister Patricia, he said if Fulani owns Nigeria, that's equal. If he added if, for no more info, they have announced it and they are putting it into action. They have claimed that they own Nigeria. They claim it not if, that the rest of us will every day. So they are really going to take the action if we don't do something. My own aim now, what I want now, please, what are we going to do? Today is end of the month, January. February is coming, and this post-February. What do we do to empower our people to at least give them encouragement, show them on which way, how do we go? And to also give them something to protect themselves, on how to protect themselves. According to Sister Rita, saying that Tinubu is not an legitimate Nigerian, it's true. I think they say it's from Guinea. So he doesn't mind to do anything, and then he will save his children. They can fly out. We are the one. We will be inside there. That drugger, that drug baron and the certificate forger, a criminal, Agbado, Agberu man. What do we expect from that man that he's going to do to Nigeria? Nothing that he's going to do. So my brother, I appreciate you. I came in when Tony was speaking. I didn't get your presentation at the beginning. I was not here. So this is just the little things I could add to it. I'm surprised for Bayo on what he's saying. For the rest of us, please let us go inside. Let us find things on what to do. February. Tomorrow is February. That is my own. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Somebody wanted to talk. Is he allowed to talk?
No. Who is going to talk?
No.
Mr. Elvis.
Anyway, it's not you are not the panelist. Sorry.
Mr. Elvis.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Elvis. Thank you.
Mr. Jonathan, other people are here. Quickly, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. I thought you were going to come to my defense, but you didn't. So since you didn't, I will use my mouth to defend what I will not eat. So to reject what I will not eat. The last Madam Speaker, it wasn't me that said Mr. Tinubu was whatever you said. No, it wasn't me. In fact, I actually came out to speak against that. So
did you mention your name?
Yeah, she mentioned.
No, I didn't mention your name. I said, well, former President Jonathan, is it Good Luck or they said, or Jonathan? I don't know. I had something to that job. I don't know.
Lord Jonathan.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Jonathan too. So
okay, thank you. I thought you were the former president of Nigeria.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Amebright. Thanks for your submission. Okay, let me move
Thank you,
on to
Mr. Ivy. Thank you.
Thank you, ma. August CM, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Oh, August CM, your network is not good. I can see your network is rolling right there. Okay, let me go to Give Us a Mandate. Give Us a Mandate. Thank you very much for your time with us. Please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Good evening to you. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Greetings to everyone on the panel, comment section. Greetings to everyone. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak. Rufa Oseni, Ibo wani o, awala fún Tinubu o, Ibo wani awo Ekiti, awala fún Tinubu. Me, Fayoshe, I was the one that coordinated it. We gave our vote, Ekiti people's vote, to Tinubu. Me, Fayoshe, I was the one that coordinated it. Rufa Oseni, hear me very well. I coordinated the votes, and it was given to Tinubu. Thank you very much. Where is Fayoshe today? Hopefully, he can come out and speak. When Rufa was talking to them, they will be they'll, they'll be lamenting on their chair like as if they are they are under torture. Now they are taking down two monarchs just because of Atenuja. Well, I mean, for me, I don't know what to say at this time because I mean, some of them came to this channel saying that they should throw me out of the channel. Well, I'm still here. We will not stop saying the truth. We will not stop speaking for the truth. The sad thing is that the Yorubas are the one now suffering. Well, the suffering has just started. You guys should just endure for a little bit. It's just a matter of maybe another 3 years. Another 3 years down the line is not too much. Let's just endure. You guys endure. Yes, endure. It's just about another 3 years, and if possible, the guy will be here for another 8 years. So, you know, Obaseki, they say top back 4+4 must complete. So maybe to know good too, they'll say 4+4 must complete. So since it's a local, please, why are you guys crying now? It's not time to cry yet. No, we should not cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Just, you know, that is what he was selected for. You guys voted for him. So, and he's doing his job. So let him do his job. And the Yorubas, let him do his job. And mind you, before you begin to say, my name is Chinedu, well, at least you guys gave Mr. Elvis, you say his name is Chinedu. My own name is Chubuka. My name is Chubuka Tosin, Chubuka. So, Yorubas, look, just endure for a little bit. Then,
Your voice not too clear like that, my brother. I don't know where they talk from.
can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are hearing
Can
you,
you hear
but
me?
it's not accurate, man. But go
Or is
ahead.
it accurate?
It's not accurate.
Okay. Let me do something. So, but I mean, like I'm saying,
Okay, you are good now.
is the matter of Yoruba should just endure for the next 3 years again. Do I have anything to say to them at this time? I don't think so. I mean, we shouted here, we cried here. There are times that people were crying on this channel saying, we know the person that can do it. His name is Peter Gregory Obi. They said the monarchs here, they brought them to palace. I mean, Elegushi do his own now. Elegushi did his own too. They brought the polling units to his own palace too. And all they were trumpeting is if it's APC, just continue, just continue to press for APC. You are pressed for APC, now you are seeing the result of APC. Hey, it is going to be under enjoyment for under 3 years. So relax your mind, Yorubas, relax, tighten your seat belt, watch and see more to come. Um, so the man crying on the floor, well, I don't know if that's a true cry or fake cry, whatever it may be, whatever he likes, he do let him do. Well, I don't know. Do I have any word for Bayo Onanuga? I don't think I have any word for him. I don't know why Nigerians are you are how can you be comparing yeah, how can you be talking with is with Bayo Onanuga? I don't know. What did he even say? Was he talking about America? I don't know. Do I live in America? Maybe I live in America. Yes, I think I live in Texas. Am I safe in Texas? Maybe and maybe not so. But I will leave that. But to Yorubas, I don't think I have anything to say to you guys. Mr. Elvis, for today, all I came to do is to tell the Eki people we are the one that gave Chief Numbu our vote. It was our vote we gave Tinubu. Rufai Oseni, please be quiet, be quiet. We gave Tinubu our vote. So please, we are the one. Me, Fayoshe, I was the one that coordinated it. And we gave Tinubu our vote. Yes, we gave it to him. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Have a good day. Bye.
All right. Give us a mandate. Thank you very much for your submission. I appreciate you. Okay. Let me hear from Oga CM now if his network is allowed.
Okay. Hopefully it should be okay now. Is it?
Okay, yeah, we can
Hopefully.
hear you. Good evening to you, sir.
Okay,
Please
yeah.
talk to us.
Yeah. Good evening, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. Please, once again, all protocols duly observed. Actually, I don't think I have much to say. I listened to I've listened to Jonathan say, I think that I heard him say something. It's quite very, very, very compelling. So I don't think anybody can fault him if at all you can. On the Ekiti monarchs that we acquired, well, it's a sad commentary, just that when the wind blows the other side, then somehow people will, we understand the enormity of what is going on. I'm not happy about it. Ordinarily, we shouldn't be celebrate. I mean, this type of thing should not be happening. However, one thing this has underscored is that nowhere is safe. Which brings me to the short video clip you shared. I think I said it's Ayo Fayo shares brother. How can somebody be billing with 1,400? I can buy pure water, buy this, eat. That is stomach they're talking about. People that are in the service of their stomach. How many Nigerians ordinarily can even afford a food to eat, say breakfast 1,400 naira? How many? In the afternoon, let's say 1,400 naira, which means in the evening 1,004 gives you 4,200 naira for the day. How many people can afford that? 4,000 every day. Use multiply 4,000 by 30 days. I think that is 120,000, is it not? How many people can afford that? So that tells you why the way some comments often devalue or sort of makes a mockery of the seriousness of the situation. I don't really see why. In fact, my heart goes out to the two traditional rulers, that lost their life in this type of very, very, very appalling circumstance. Now, where is Tinubu, the commander in chief? Yes, because people forgot that he is the commander in chief. You can't commit Nigerian troops to assault anywhere outside Nigeria, even within, okay, let's just say anywhere outside, or even internally, as the case may be, without he say so. Where is he? He's taking steroid in France. All those hands where they shake, no go they shake again. Well, I don't know why. Is he? If he's, I don't know why Nigerians feel that is doing anybody a favor. The country is grounded. It's extant. 25. There are 25 local governments in Niger State. For years now, 12 local governments has been overtaken by Boko Haram with their flag firmly installed there. Not no shaking. How do I know? The governor of the state said so. The chief security officer of the state said so. It's in the news, and nothing is happening about that. Now look at Ekiti. There's now a bloodbath there. Same that's Ekiti. They kidnapped these are school children. You see, it's no longer a case of you were driving, you are coming late from night, you went through the wrong road. No, it's like they help themselves. Just go to any school in session, pick one, two, three, or four as much as you can, and then you announce they're under your custody, and then the negotiation starts. And yet everybody is going about their normal business. I don't know if Nigerians are really not shocked like this type of thing, and nothing could happen. Then I'm surprised. Which also brings me to this issue of you see, security is the primary responsibility of everybody. Security. The moment you are going to bed this night or anywhere, you lock your door. You put burglary proof. You employ gate man, or you change the lock of your key, the door. You park your car, you lock it, you do anything. So it's security. You want to secure either your life or your property or both. So in this case, all I'm saying is, where is Amoteku? Is it not time for them to really roar? Eh? I mean, if possible, they should be parading the place because Nigeria is under policed. The few police officers we have, they are most about 60s or less than that, are guarding the important people in the society, the criminals in the society, not really important people. So the masses and the masses of the people are now left on their own. How can a police go to this type of kidnappers, and then whisk them with four members of staff? Nothing, no resistance, no police, nothing, no, as if nothing. It beggars belief, but then it is true. as surprising as it may sound, it is really true. So Nigeria, I don't know. Every day we lament it here. Of course, we have to say something because keeping quiet means that you are an accomplice. We must be saying it. But when we Nigerians ever learn, eh? We Nigerians ever learn. We don't have government. There is no no, there is no there is no sign to show that there is some people are in charge. The only way you know that some people are in charge is when you hear looting, the headlines. I think somebody mentioned that the better thief, her own case is like it's now in the audio. Nobody knows what is happening. Minister for Internal Affairs, the passport man who has been making noise, this, indicated nothing. All we hear here, all we had here was we had before that chief of staff Femi Biamila sells any clerical post in Aso Rock to the highest bidder. Now he was implicated in why Emefiele's when Emefiele began to sing. Now all those things are just been swept out. What we are now talking about is Tinubu is in France. Hi. Well, what can I mean? You see, that is so. Is it that the people something will just happen before you know it? Now, give it the next 2-3 weeks, but Mila will be forgotten unless there's another new revelation from somewhere because it's like he has had his hand in different pots, different pies. It depends on the one you open. Then a better thief go they cool down somewhere now, and just they smile. Who knows whether he follow go this birthday party for Grenada because they look alike. So all those type of things, they just like government run by the radicals, just by tyrants. Is it tyrant or do I say area boys? Area boy, what is it called? Area boy regime. Agbero everywhere. That's just what we are hearing. Nothing is happening. Nobody is being held to account. Nothing. You just hear headline. Okay, who will even hold them? When Tinubu is battling with the steroid in France, they'll be regulating it to tell him no, 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 to see how you whether then go discharge him today or tomorrow. Say you go private visits for what? Somebody phoned here, say he's strategizing. See, why I have to ordinarily I don't like reacting, but I know people listen to us. What strategy are you strategizing how to take Nigeria, take power from Fulani? Anybody believing that Tinubu can see eye to eye with the Fulani, just that person must be a compound fool. To be honest with you, it must be in fact, is it not a compound fool, congenital fool. That is follow come from birth. This Tinubu battling for his life, his strategy to do to what to Fulani? What can he do to them? Say, go this in trust for us so that Igbo man wait it. After some time, if they're just watching him to see whether to boot him out and then put Shetima, who helped them to remove Jonathan by importing Boko Haram. Don't you know that one? Shetima, Shetima is waiting for his what is it called? His own reward. Maybe you get it before Tinubu, before this first time ends, and somebody is telling me Tinubu is right. Do what? People should not come and corrupt our platform. If you don't know what to say, please quietly you keep quiet. We are here to bring different perspectives to headline. That's what we are doing here. We don't manufacture news. That's why we reference it. Either you read it through article or through a video or through a short video clip. That's what we do here. Then we interpret it the way people will see. I mean, well, maybe give people the way what they've not thought or they look at it. How can somebody be saying Tinubu can stand up to who? Now look at, don't you know that an assault? Don't you know that what is happening in Ekiti State is just an assault on Tinubu? This is his own base. What could he do? Let them implicate Fulani and see Shege. Somebody is telling me, somebody is coming to say strategize for. Is it not this strategy they were talking then? He couldn't answer question at Chatham House, and they're still talking on strategy. Nigeria is sinking. What strategy are you having? Nigeria would say the 1,940 naira to £1, and that was about 20 minutes ago. And Niger Watch is saying by Friday it could reach 2,000. Make we put bet in the next 2 hours before midnight. Go and check. This is a currency that is losing value by the second. So that is the thing. You see, I don't know. The country is sinking. Say Tinubu is strategy. Which strategy can't he do it in Nigeria? There is Jordan barracks they are renovating. He can't hide there and do strategy. There is a state house marina. He cannot do it. There's nowhere he could. Even the yacht he bought that is moored on the high sea, maybe to be carrying narcotics. Can't he go there and then do it? If Abuja is too hot, he has to go to France and stay in a sick bed doing strategy with who? People should not insult our intelligence. Nigeria, this platform is not where somebody come and peddle one type of, rehash one type of, what is it? What can I say? Something that is not up below the carpet intelligence. Come and hear and share and be. Anyway, let's leave it at that. Now, the issue of Nigeria is safer than, Nigeria is safer than South Africa? Well, that tells
South Africa and America.
That tells you the way this. Forget. I don't know why is it that when my father was my late father doing his day, he used to tell me, he said, why is it that Nigeria they will say if it were in America, why not say if it were in Ghana? Use Ghana. Then that was in the 90s when my father used to tell me this. How can the person dreaming? Nigeria is safer than it. Where is Nigeria safer than? I asked a question here and I want people to be reflecting on it. I don't want any answer. Whatever answer you give is correct. Is safe. Is safe. What is it called? Is safe. I don't. Let me. If I don't want to say. So the question is: are we heading towards Somalia the way Nigeria is now, or are we running away from Somalia? You just argue your case. You don't need to. I don't have a marking scheme. Just reflect on it, and then every day you keep reflecting on the question. The system now is that everybody is just like a shut up. Before it used to be that they stop motor on the road, they kidnap them and run into the bush. Now it's time they don't hide. They now go to the school, collect as much as they want, and then keep telling 100 million. How many Nigerians can you tell now? Stop them on the street. Say, please go home tomorrow. I need a 50,000 naira cash from you. How many can afford it? How many can you tell somebody? Say, can you go into the house or give me 50,000 naira? How many? And then you're talking of 100. Before you know it, they will buy those, they will buy, and then everything continues. When they finish, they come back. And then look at what is happening in Plateau. No presidential remark, nothing. Everything. Niger State has been forgotten. Southern Kaduna is like what they call a taking shift. If you do morning shift, I do afternoon shift, you go come do night shift. When they like. The latest letter from Funam, imagine telling where you have a commander-in-chief and the non-state actor is telling people to vacate Benue State, and yet you have a commander-in-chief. You see, I don't know whether it's only me that reasons this way. Please, I want somebody to correct me. You have a commander-in-chief. You know what it means? C. Yet some group of faceless people or whatever they are, I don't know whether they are faceless or not, will be writing a letter and telling a state, Benue State, they should get out of there before they arrive at Plateau. So who Papa is in charge of Nigeria now? Is that not those people that wrote
We don't
letters?
have Dr. Sian. We don't have a commander in chief.
Yeah,
We don't
people,
have.
people, people, are- people are people. People look at it. Hey, president. Forget our president is civil. With the C, commander in chief. It's not for nothing that even if you are the best soldier, you can shoot anything, even an ant flying on the air, you can shoot it with accuracy. But before you do it, somebody who is a civilian on a civilian dress, who may has not been in the army, maybe didn't near any barracks, is the commander in chief. You under a civilian authority. Where is that commander in chief? Nigeria is under attack. I'm not making it up. We all know Nigeria is under attack. Whereby faceless group. Where is the commander in chief? Where is our commander in chief? Where is he? Nigeria is under attack since this year. Where is he? To defend, to protect, and defend and preserve the constitution. 3 key words. Are you defending it? No way. Are you protecting the thing? No way. Then how then do you preserve it? See, that is, you see, look, people should, I just want to prick people's conscience. So with all this nonsense, people, Nigeria under attack, you are saying that it is safer than South Africa. This Bayo Onanuga. Is that not the one that said Ndi were interfering in the affairs of the Yoruba because they want to elect a governor of Lagos State? Can you imagine? And when you talk now, they say he's a journalist. He read this degree, long Turenchi or long grammar they are speaking. So Nigeria is already under attack. And you are telling people that Nigeria is safer. Okay, if Nigeria is safe with all this attack, what if Nigeria is not on that? What will happen? Nigeria watch. Well, I think I yield here because sometimes when I ask too many questions, I don't need to analyze it. Otherwise,
Thank you.
in my Igbo dialect, they said when you when you throw proverb to a person and then you explain the proverb to the person again, it means the dowry that the father paid to marry the mom must have been in
Thank
vain.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Augustine. Thank you very much, sir, for your submission. Yes, there are so many questions that need an answer to. So, in our country, let me call on the last person on the panel, which is Engineer Francis. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us today. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. You have 8 minutes. Engineer Francis, we can't hear you as well. A lot of you having a network issue today. We can't hear you. I can see you unmuted yourself, but you're talking. We can't hear anything. Yeah, but before you sort that out, I would like to move on, with the next, but let's start giving our final submission. You're still going to get your minutes if you sort yourself out. Let me go to, okay, I don't know if Madam Patricia is still available for the final submission right now. It's supposed to be you, Mr. Jonathan, but I'll come to you.
I am, but I think I'll let others talk. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, give us your final submission, sir. We're doing for 5 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Thanks to all the panelists, everyone out there today. Dr. CM, your question whether Nigeria is heading towards Somalia or far from it. Of course, you see, Nigeria is in fact is heading towards at a faster pace that before in fact, it's just a matter of getting to Nigeria is already on our way to Somalia. It's just the pace, it's just to declare that Nigeria has arrived. That's what is happening right now. We're talking about the currency. It was so funny though, I was laughing when you and Mr. Elvis, was having that conversation about the pound, and you are saying that even in the next few hours it will reach 2,000. It's so, it's not funny, but there's no way you can just, leave that out. It's just so, as we are having that conversation, I was just laughing myself out here, because yes, it's not funny, but the truth is that pounds can get to 2,000 naira by the time we all wake up tomorrow morning. That's just the truth. Is the honest truth, and that is where Nigeria is right now. As I said earlier when I started, I said their days are numbered. Yes, truly, their days are numbered, and I just want to hope. I don't, I'm someone who is hopeful. I'm not talking about their own hope renewed or whatever they call it. I mean, hopeful, realistically hopeful, logically hopeful. I'm an hopeful person. And I just want to hope that they will turn around somehow for the sake of Nigeria, for the sake of the people of Nigeria, for the sake of the ordinary Nigerians. In fact, the faceless ones, those ones that they can't talk, they can't do anything. They are there in the rural areas, millions of them. Talking of millions of Nigerians that they can't talk. You can't see them. They are so impacted by this notorious, criminality that is going on in Nigeria.
For the sake of these people, I just hope, I'm hoping for them. I'm just hoping for them that somehow there will be a turnaround, that these people will just start doing what is right for Nigeria. I just hope. But again, when you look at it realistically, you just look at it, where is that hope coming from? Where is the hope coming from? Where do you want to start from? The last time I checked yesterday, Naira was 1400, about 1400, slightly above 1400 to a dollar, 1400 Naira to a dollar. Now it's almost 1500, if not more than 1500 Naira to a dollar. Talking about the economy, I don't even know where to start again. Because they cannot come out and tell Nigerians the truth. Just to tell Nigerians the truth. Because as I said earlier, if you are lying, you cannot move forward. You will only have to lie. In order for you to move forward, in a serious attempt for you to want to move forward, you have to lie again. And you will not move forward. You will not go an inch. That is the case of Nigeria. They want to move forward. They believe that they can move forward. But you can't in the midst of lies. You cannot. Your emergence was lie. You are lie. You emerge from lies. What you have been doing from day one is all lies. So you can't move Nigeria forward. The only way you can move is to come clean. Come clean to the people of Nigeria. Tell them the state of the economy. Mr. Dr. CM used a word that I liked. So simple, but I mean, he used the word remark. We have a president with everything that happened in Plateau in December, in January. The president, no remark. I mean, forget about all the surrogates. Forget about all the press releases. Forget about all those shows that we see on national TV. The president, no remark. Even if it is a 30-second, even if it is recorded, even if you want to show it is recorded, you want to pretend that it is live. Nothing. No remark to reference, no reference of any kind. What are we talking about? I will say there's nothing like commander-in-chief. Maybe looting. Maybe they're commander in looting. Yes, they are good at that. Everything that happened, the looting that happened, Beta Hedu, Interior Minister, Tuji Ojo, all the likes of them, the chief of staff, nothing is going to happen. And you say you want to move Nigeria forward. You can't do that. I'm sorry. You can't. Anyway, Mr. Elvis, I just say this just so I'm hoping for the people of Nigeria. I'm hoping for the faceless people of Nigeria. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Thanks to everyone that with me.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you very much. We all are hoping. We are hoping. But it's getting worse. It's getting worse. And the funny part of it is that Nigerians have not seen them talking. I've not seen them occupying the street yet. So maybe if more waste more. Maybe if dollar don't reach like 3,000, pounds don't reach 5,000, maybe we'll see them for street. Let's continue to wait.
Sorry, Niger Watch. Somebody on the chat said in Nigeria start today there is scarcity of dollar. So na naira na boku. They no see dollar. These people say dollar scarce. Is dollar your currency? How can dollar?
Nigeria wahala. Wow. Anyway, let me call on the next person to speak to us. Madam Luke, thank you very much, man. Please give us your final submission, 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you once again, wonderful Niger Watch family. We are here again discussing the same old, in a different perspective or different location in Nigeria. And it becomes more ridiculous when the gaslighters decide to compare us to what's happening outside the country. Well, the only thing we can describe is going on with Nigerians right now is that it's like a Stockholm syndrome. So when we're not being captured and we not fall in love with our captors, so that's what we are doing right now. And then we're maybe enjoying the suffering because for you, you become it's like you're becoming like a martyr, and you're going to reap something in the afterlife because right now your future here is of no relevance. So people are now looking forward for a better future in the afterlife because now they've written off the existence currently. So because there's really nothing to do, the hopelessness is so much that now it's just to buy and go. Now, so when people will occupy the streets, you can't do that without a leader. You don't just go and start occupying the street in pockets. That is not sustainable, and that's not going to work. And unfortunately, the people who should be doing it are in jail. Nnamdi Kanu did it. Sunday Igboho did it. And what happened to them? Even when they were shouting from all corners of Nigeria with their lungs deflated and inflated, they didn't get the followership. So you see, there is no hope for what will I say? For a unified movement against this contraption that we call Nigeria. Because the people who started it are still alive. Obasanjo, IBB, they're still alive. So these are the people who out of conscience should be on the street. But no, it's not going to happen. Now we have this homegrown terrorists, financial, economic, and social terrorists raining terror on the Nigerians. And so the more they recruit, the more they get bigger in number, and the divide between the poor and the rich gets so wide that you cannot even think. It makes your head spin. The only two things that keeps a country down is fear and poverty. And Nigeria has scored 100% in both areas. And so what makes you think people are... Where have you seen anybody uprising in Africa? The people who did that, it was the military. It was the military. That is the only salvation, but we don't have one in Nigeria. So we just keep going around in circles. Every day is a freak show. Every day is another freak show. From one freak show to the other, we come freak show. You know, the one that can make us laugh, will laugh. The one that can make us cry, will cry. The one that we can ignore, we ignore. So at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of education and just for FYI. Oh, by the way, did you know? Oh, by the way, did you know? Okay, now we know. Any solution? None so far. Because as long as that apparition is in an Aso Rock, the worst is yet to come. We haven't seen nothing yet. You saw him rocking his waist. We should take baby steps to rough through this whole suffering. The baby steps that he is not taking. And Nigeria's economy is going down, security going down, no investment, nothing. But anyway, like I said, we'll come back again tomorrow. We'll say the same things. Is there any hope? No, there is no hope. Because before you have hope, you must have the workings of the things that are going to give you hope in place. But right now, we don't even have those things in place. So what are we hoping for? So all we see right now is us hopelessness. Because we are powerless. And we don't know the power that we have. Because we're divided. On that note, thank you, Niger What family. See you again tomorrow, same time, God willing. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Luke. Thanks for your wonderful submission and thanks for your dedication to a better Nigeria as well. God bless you. Yes, I support you. For now, no hope. Yes, it's not our wish to wish our country hopeless, but there's no hope. That's just how it is. It's getting worse. So like I said before, or many times on this platform, me myself particularly, I'm looking forward to the day I will start reporting good things about my country, to be honest, because I want Nigeria to be better. I'm a patriotic Nigerian. But unfortunately, in not day, any angle you want to look at me, not your day. No good thing to report for my country, not day. No could not paint them. Just like I was talking about those state dirty the other day. Somebody coming here, to say that this state is not dirty, it's not how you're looking at it. Those are satanic people that is trying to please their suitor, or I don't know. So, when something is reality, is obvious, is visual, everybody can see it. Then
Please. Which part of Nigeria no dirty? Please tell me. Which
yeah,
state in Nigeria no dirty?
yeah, but at least, so anybody to come here and be defending the indefensible all the time is very annoying. It now looks like you are against your state, or you are against your governor, you are against your president, you are against your minister, you are against. I don't understand. When you speak about commissioner, somebody will come to defend him. If you speak about your governor, your president, whoever that you speak against, somebody will just come and defend them. So it's crazy. We talk about the realism on this platform. We don't just come because, okay, how far now? What do we want to talk about today? Okay, more find one particular person we want to go lie on top of. We don't talk about that. We're talking about the things that is affecting people in Nigeria right now. That's what we are saying. The realism, the facts. Don't come here and be defending your satanic set of people while people are dying. If now your papa, your mama, or your children they kidnapped from school, they come from school like that. Will you come on this platform to defend this satanic government? You won't. That makes us selfish. That is why I said most of us are selfish. Because it's not affecting you directly right now or indirectly, yeah, you don't mind. You defend the people. You defend your government. But what about the parents right now that is crying that their children be kidnapped? What about the people that have been kidnapped and killed? What do you want the family members to say? What about the nursing mother that was killed alongside with a baby and her own mom? What are you going to say about that? So sometimes when I see people still come on air now to talk about these people all the time, I just beginning to ask myself, what do you people really want? What do you want? So I'd like to pick a call before I come to the next person. The next person will be Madam Ame. Please, guys, press on the like button at post to share. Okay, Mr. Chris, I think I lost you there. Let me see if I can quickly call you back, because you'll be calling in so that we take it from here. Okay, you call back. Mr. Chris, thanks very much, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, sir, Mr. George, and good evening, everybody in the panel, the people in the comment section, and people watching us from every corner of the globe. My name is Chris, and I'm calling from Dublin. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening again, sir, George. Today, I want to answer two questions. The first one was raised by you, and the second one was raised by Dr. CM. Starting from the question you raised that who is going to do the constitutional review? The simple truth is that nobody is going to do it. The reason why some of us keep talking about constitutional review is because we don't want to talk about the alternative. And the alternative, which is to bring down the country, revolution now. But it's just unfair to talk about that. That's why some of us keep talking about constitutional review. But if you look at it critically, like you confirmed, these people are not going to change the constitution that will go against them. So rather, they will prefer to maintain the status quo. So that is why if you see real people that have taken the pains to speak up about Nigeria, they always talk about revolution. And Sowore did that. And Nnamdi Kanu did that. And some other people in the past, they've also done that because they have looked at everywhere critically and they realize that these people are the hands of affair. They are not going to do anything that will work against their own interest. So the thing is that we are just going to remain like this in this kind of circle. Because if you look at it critically, they've asked us to go and get our PVC, we got. They asked us to vote, we voted, but yet they keep giving us a different result. They've asked us to be patient since 1999. We'll be patient, but yet they are doing the opposite. If you complain, they ask you, why are you complaining? If you say the obvious truth, they say you are not patriotic. So the thing is that the people at the helm of affairs, they don't really believe in Nigeria per se. They believe in their own personal greed. So that's why we are just going to remain. It's a circle. It's just a circle. We are going to continue like that. And once in a while, one of us from the commoners can climb into that circle, and they will continue perpetuating the fraud called Nigeria. This is not a country. The earlier we get that clear, the better. It's like a toy car. It's like a toy aeroplane. The toy is so beautiful, and you'll be hoping that one day it will fly. It's never going to fly, not until you change that toy to a proper aeroplane, not until we change the country to a proper country. It's never going to fly. And there's a parable in Benin. They say, Nijo Moge Tuhu. And so that there are some things, some consolation words you say, so that the mother of a child, she doesn't cry herself to death, especially when she loses her child. You just try to say some consolation words. So those are the kinds of words we say when we say constitutional review. Otherwise, it's not working. And for Dr. CM, I have answered that question before. Are we heading towards Somalia, or are we heading away from Somalia? The truth is that if we were to be heading towards Somalia, it would have been very good, like I said before, because Somalia is defined now by United Nations as the country that needs help. But unfortunately for we are not even heading towards Somalia at all, because they can see that Nigeria somehow is a nation that it's just made not to function. So that they know that the leaders have designed this nation so that it will never function. So in that vein, Somalia can get all the sympathies they can get, but Nigeria and Nigerians can never get any sympathy. So in effect, let's just know that Somalia, as it stands, is a lot better than our country, the way things are now.
Okay.
Can you imagine somebody? Okay, let me just round up quickly. Somebody opens his mouth to be comparing Nigeria with South Africa and the United States. It's absolute the shame of a nation. Good evening for the opportunity to contribute. Thank you for the time you gave me. I'm very grateful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you, sir. Thank you. All right. Mr. Chuk Sobibo, thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Niger Watch.
Go ahead,
Can you
sir.
hear me?
Yes, sir. We can. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, everybody on the panel. Good evening, those on the comment section and those watching. Yeah, I just want to, thank everybody who have spoken today. It's a sad day. It's a day that's, most of us, that like the country. Let me not use the word love, to move forward will not appreciate. This is the height of insensitivity for somebody to wake up and start to compare America and Nigeria in terms of, security. I mean, South Africa, okay, we know what is happening in South Africa, okay? At least we can associate that, they're trying their best. But to compare us with any Western world, for that matter, is so insensitive from this very man. The same America is comparing us to. Can anybody tell anyone in America not to vote in social place because it's not where he was born or where he come from? So when we talk about all these people, and that is one thing that we tell us, that these people don't care about us. So they are human. When evil before them, we have to have that sensitivity that these are humans like us. It doesn't matter what they did to us. Because unlike the others, we knew what they did. All of us knew. But because they are human beings like us, we have to feel that pain because we will see them no more. We will see them no more. That's why we're feeling the pain. In as much as I don't want them to be my rulers or leaders. I want them to be alive. Excuse me, to be alive to see when we will change the country. Where it is now, I don't know who is gonna take up the battle. But as it is, for some people to write a letter to call for jihad, Nigerians, enough of talking. We need to start putting ourselves, start defending ourselves. It's no more a joke. I had somebody in high places in America has told us to remove him if he is not fit for the job, or the only thing he's there to do is to try to struggle for his legitimacy. So these are the kind of things we're hearing from people who don't want to do the right thing. So Nigerians, let us now wake up. It is no more a joke. Today is the Obas. Yesterday was the Kings. And we have said it here before that after they finish dealing with us, then we go back to them. It's normal. After they finish dealing with the middle class and the poor, they will go back. So I'm short of words.
Thank you.
But my prayer is, Nigerians, we need to wake up. It is no more easy. Look at how Naira and the rest of the world currency is now. It's not getting any better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Choice Tobibweze. Thanks for calling in. All right, let's move on, guys. Let me quickly before I come to Engineer Francis again. Engineer Francis, please just hold on. Madam Bright, give us your final submission. Thank you, ma.
But can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, Madam
good,
Bright is
good.
not available. Go ahead, Engineer Francis. Go ahead, talk to us.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. And thank you guys for hanging on. Bayo and Onanuga. If you are, I don't know what you mean by US, but if you have been to the US, let me give you one story. This is the story of one man that was the most powerful judicial senator in the US. He was the chairman of the Senate Committee on the Judiciary. If you commit a crime in the US, it is his committee that determines all those number of years you will spend behind bars. So you can tell that somebody like that is an enemy to convicts. But this man lives in Delaware.
We lost you.
To the US. Can you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead, sir. You're back.
Okay, he goes to the Senate every day from his home state. His home state is Delaware. He rides the train. He doesn't have a bodyguard. He doesn't have anybody. But he rides the train from Delaware to DC.
Your network.
Distance,
Engineer Francis, I don't know what's wrong with the network today. We lost you again. Your network is not is not corresponding properly today, sir. Okay, I think we need to move on because we can't hear you at all. Try sort that out. Let me move on to the next person for now. It's just that unfortunately, I don't really like the part that when someone else is talking, then you don't start talking again, you know. But let me call on the next person. Give us a mandate, please. I'd like you to give us your final submission, sir, if you're there. Could give us a mandate. You're not there. Can move on to the next person. Let me go to Augustine. Please give us your final submission, sir. Okay, hold on, Augustine. Hold on. Even you say we never hear you say with the talk. I don't understand. Oh, just hold on. I don't know what they wrong with all of
Nah,
network.
my service na 2G network.
Me don't understand. Engineer Francis, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Good. So, Mr. Onanuga,
Go ahead.
this man I'm talking about.
Thank you, Niger Watch. Actually, my rounding up because of the situation
No,
of things in Nigeria.
no. That's him. I don't call you 7 years ago. Somebody else is already talking. Eh? Now you can respond after many years ago. I don't call you. Go ahead, Engineer Francis.
Okay, Mr. Onanuga, this man goes to DC to sit as the Senate chairman on the judiciary every day from his home state, Delaware. In Nigeria, you might say it's about the same, and he rides the train. He does not drive. He does not fly. He rides the train. He doesn't have a bodyguard or anybody. He goes to DC. When they finish their hearings in the nights or in the evenings, he will jump on the train again, going back home to Delaware. In Nigeria, I guess Delaware is, if I were to put it in Nigerian context, maybe the distance from Abuja to Minna. Well, this man is the current president of the US, Joe Biden. He did not leave his house in Delaware until Obama picked him to be vice president. And because he has to live in Washington, D.C. as a vice president, that's when he came and started living in D.C. Onanuga, I challenge you, I dare you to go from point anywhere alone, no bodyguard, and no all those extra security, just from your house to Abuja, in Abuja to your office. I'm not even talking about from your house to whatever state you come from without bodyguards. You want to compare this security with that? I dare you to put yourself in just public transport going to wherever state you come from. And let's see if you will survive it 1 or 2 days. Then you can now come and say that Nigeria is about the same as America. Please, sometimes, yeah, we know that the majority of Nigerians have not been to the US, so they will not know the difference if you are telling them. But you should stop at some place. Now, on our president, Mr. President, even if you are in heaven, I'm sure God will give you permission to go and empathize with your people, with these current ones, with the monarchs. Even if that France you're in, even if that is heaven, I can bet you that God will say, hey, go and empathize with your people and then come back. So, except if you are so sick that they cannot move you, then fix the Nigerian hospitals in Abuja so that they will be adequate for you. Don't be going outside. Number one, that is really security risk to Nigeria. Because if you are really our president and you are being treated by other people in other nations, that's dangerous for us. because if they don't like you there, they'll buy you. So fix the Nigerian hospital so that you can be going there instead of going out there. You know, I remember Arsenio Hall in his show. That time he would say, there are things that make you go, Mr. President, why is it most of this time when these mass mayhem or mass termination of lives occur in Nigeria, why is it that you are always somehow out of the country or in a situation where you are not near? Arsenio Hall will say, And Mr. President, how come you have never visited the soil when these things happen? You don't go there at least to go and mourn with them. Arsenio Hall will say, Mr. President, are you involved in rituals? Are these people that are dying some of your sacrifices? Is Nigeria now a big shrine? Arsenio Hall will say, Mr. President, if that is the case, and the Yorubas, I will warn you guys to watch, because another mass buying is on the horizon. We don't know the story that will be behind it. But when it happens, I guess that is one thing that will make you guys say, So, Mr. Tinubu, in fact, Madam First Lady, Remi Tinubu, are you a Christian really? If you are, and your husband is in France when things like this happen, why don't you save face? Just go and at least sympathize with the people. Or are you a Christian in name, in mouth, but really you are a ritualist? Which one will it be? Or are you so heartless that human lives mean nothing to you? At least cover some of your husband's asininities. I don't know, but I'm beginning to go like Arsenio Hall, which is, all these things are happening in ways that is going to make even Stevie Wonder see. The blind can now see it. Because you guys, the kidnappers, there is no way you can tell me you guys are in business if you go for school children and school staff, leaving those people, those congressmen that you know, even their car, we know that is 160 million naira. You know, if you get one of them, the country will, you can now start asking for 1 billion, not 100 million. What kind of businessmen are you? Go for them. Grab the ministers and the National Assembly guys. Since they cannot do anything, and since you guys are not hired by them, do it. And I know very well that the things you guys did on those monarchs in Ekiti is not a kidnapping issue. You didn't kidnap them. You are not harvesting organs because you didn't harvest their organs. I'm sure somebody sent you guys to go and finish them. Whoever it is, the Nigerian public is looking one way, but we know that it's not. What I think we should also consider is bringing back that article's allegations when his suggestions, when he suggested they borrowed 3 billion, and when that 3 billion borrowed is paid up, it will be 12 billion. paid out. And then, particularly, that company offshore, that is the company between these things. So we should constantly, in fact, I'm reading a little bit more on that, and I believe I will come up with something about it, because it looks like that's the real thing. $3 billion, and then they will pay $12 billion. They have made all their money for a lifetime. Thank you very much.
Engineer Francis, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. At least your network allowed you to finish your submission. God bless you. Okay, let me go to Oga CM. Oga CM, please give us your final
Okay.
submission.
Yeah.
5 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you. In my final submission, given what the state of play, let me say the state of play unquote in Nigeria today, I can always readily remember what one German theologian called Friedrich Gustav Martin Niemöller said sometime in the early 19th century. He said, first, they came for the socialist and I did not speak up because I am not a socialist. Then they came for the unionist, and again, I did not speak up because I'm not a unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak up because I'm not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one else to speak for me. Why I'm saying this is that what is happening, they came for the people in the plateau on December 24th, 25th, when people were battling with their chicken and rice for those that can afford it. Nobody came for them. Talking of the commander-in-chief and those that claim to be in charge. Now they switched, and then I think they happened. The Southern Kaduna is like a shade doing the rounds. Nobody came for them because somebody may say, I'm not from the plateau. Then Southern Kaduna, no, I'm not from the Southern Kaduna. Now they went to Abuja. Look at the way they are coming down. Kidnapped a family of somebody from, I think, a lawyer who then wrote to MBA crying. Nobody came. But we say, I don't live in Abuja now. I'm not a lawyer. Now they now moved down to Ekiti. Or not really Ekiti. They went to Ibadan. Something happened at Ibadan. The bomb blast. Forget about their denying it. Now they switched over to Ekiti. Two traditional rulers, no more. Within 24 hours after that, or 48 hours, they kidnapped school children and then 4 members of staff. People might say, I'm not from Ekiti. They will come for you, and by that time, nobody else to speak for you. That's what that thing is saying. It is now for Nigerians to roll up their sleeve. First, defend yourself. It's no longer, if you know by whatever means, life is precious. Defend yourself. That's why I keep asking the question, are we moving towards Somalia or are we moving away from it? But like the caller Chris, my friend, said, from what Chris said, he says Somalia, UN recognize Somalia as a country that needs help, or people that need help. Anywhere they go, say, oh, they are Somalians, they will give them help, unlike Nigeria, because they feel that we haven't got into that stage. So to me, that's like a tip. A time will come, instead of Nigerians heading towards the desert up north, towards Algeria, they may be heading down south to Somalia to maybe to claim that they are Somalians so that they can get help. It has become that bad. I don't need to put it another way. It has become that bad because this commander in chief, the people don't understand the meaning. I want people to go and, you know, study and reflect on that. Do you know what is my commander in chief? Commander in chief is for security. That even if you can't pass a budget, commander in chief, this Nigeria is under attack from different angles by those that you don't know. And where is the commander in chief? And somebody is telling you he's strategizing. If you can't live up, if you are not up to the job as at now, I remember reading Time magazine one time. They said the Americans, when they're electing their president, they will envisage what if something happens? Not because you were coming first position in the class or you do this, you do that before coming, but what if you're sleeping 2 a.m. There's a phone call. Something is happening in one part of the world. What will you do? Can this man be up to the job? That's what they are looking at. They are looking at the eyeball, the crystal ball, So in this case, what this is the time. Where is the commander in chief? Nigeria is under attack. Kidnapping. This no longer a case of, oh, you were traveling in the night. You know, we used to hear it dating as at last year Nigeria was said, oh, don't travel by this. If you are in the bus and there are many, the driver is behaving, they will kidnap you. No, you are now in a, okay, where do you want primary school children to be if not in the school? But they went there to pick them. So where? In other ways, even if you are in your house, somebody can jump the fence and come and kidnap you. So where else? And where is the commander in chief? Where are the battlefield commanders? Where are his lieutenants? That is what question they should be asking. That's the question they should be asking. Where is the commander in chief? Where is the commander in chief? Nigeria should be asking this question. Of course, he's taking his steroid. Forget about anything they are telling you. The man is not up to the job, in a nutshell. He's not up to it. He has nothing to offer. He just want to enter the record book that I was once a commander in chief of one miserable country called Nigeria, the way it is now. Thank you very much, Niger Watch. Good night to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Augustine. Thank you very much, sir, for your submission. Final submission. Thanks for your time with us today as well. Okay, we are going to be rounding up now. Let me quickly give Engineer Francis another time again to talk to us. Engineer Francis, please, you have 5 minutes. Give us final submission so that we'll round up. Thank you, sir.
Thank you much. There was a comment I just read on the comment section saying that the Yorubas should be taken out of the equation. Let me explain. In Igbo, let me repeat that same proverb by Dr. CM. If you give me an idiom or a proverb, you say something, and then you turn around to explain to me what it means. That means the dowry my father paid on my mother's head is either counterfeit or useless. The reason I said that the Yoruba youths should be on their alert is this. You guys, okay, in the olden days in Nigeria, you guys know how all of a sudden the king of a certain area will come out and say, or the chief priest will say, oh, that we need rituals. We need so many heads to be sacrificed for the shrine. If you can succeed in sacrificing a head that is close to you, maybe the head of your mother or the head of your father, they believe that makes whatever thing they are doing stronger. So the Yoruba youths, you guys have to be on their alert because you are the same tribe with him. And even those people closer to him, and only that we don't know where he comes from, but those people closer to him, that is in blood, should be more afraid and more alert. Because if he sacrifices more of you guys that are his own blood, oh, he believes it will be stronger. He's now sacrificing the Obas, your Obas, thinking it will make him stronger. That's why I asked Remy, are you a ritualist? Are you guys doing something to Nigeria? But that's by the way. I haven't heard anything about Ruth Ogunleye yet. So, Madam Minister Uju Kennedy Ohanenya, we are still waiting. We want a video, not that still picture. And then was his name Major General Onyema Nwachukwu. We're still waiting to see what you have turned up with that investigation. But those colonels, Abdul Karim and Colonel Ogo and Brigadier General Salibo, they are still free, walking around. So I don't know what you have to do or what you are doing, but please don't disappoint us. There was a video clip I just saw here too about a soldier that came out from the bush, and he doesn't even have money to transport himself home. So he's now going back to the bush. Supposing he gets there, and that's when something happens and his life is gone. What kind of things are you guys doing? I mean, he's now going back to the bush. And he will, of course, join again and start fighting, supposing something happens to him and his life is done. Will you guys pat yourselves on the shoulder? What kind of irresponsibility is going on in Nigeria? Please, guys, help Nigeria. Tinubu, I've asked you, just dedicate 1 month to the plight of the people. Just anything you do that 1 month, let it be the people. Don't tell us money, like a nano guy saying money was spent on this. That's nonsense. Do something for the people. Just 1 month out of the whole 4 years. Just give us 1 month. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Engineer Francis. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. So we come to the end of this broadcast. I appreciate every one of you for your time with us today. Thank you so much for those of you that called into the show. Thank you, Madam Origin, Madam Lagbian. God bless you. I said my sympathy to your state. You know, thank you very much, every one of you that called in, Mr. Chris, Mr. Tony, and many others. God bless you, my people. Yes, I'd like to appreciate those of you that came into the panel today. Thank you very much, Madam Luke. Thank you, Madam Ame Bright. Thank you, August CM. Give us a mandate, Mr. Jonathan, Madam Patricia. Thank you, Engineer Francis, and many others that came in that already left. And those of you that joined us on the comment section, I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, Grant. Thank you, Jedima. Thank you, Mother of all Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always. Thank you, Madam Iris Finance. Thank you for being there always. Thank you, Vitals Equivalent. Michael Organamaro. I appreciate you all. George Blueshell. Thank you, Mother Rita. Yeah, Mother Rita also called in earlier on as well. Thank you, my people. Now, God bless you now. Yes, I would like to quickly say this. Regardless that we all come here every day to talk about the things that are affecting us in Nigeria, I want everybody to understand that this is a collective effort. And two, whatever that is happening in Nigeria right now is affecting all of us. All of us. Somebody actually called in today saying that after all, it's not affecting him because he lives in America. That is what is actually deceiving many of us, because we believe we live abroad, whatever is happening there is not affecting us. It's affecting us because we have family members back home. Yes, and apart from that, regardless of that, we are still going to like to visit our home tomorrow. Regardless, particularly myself, I'm fighting for a better Nigeria because I love my country. In fact, I want to spend more time in my country than where I am today. Yes. But unfortunately, the way things are going on is not even encouraging for you to visit Nigeria right now. But it's not stopping you from going if you want to, but it's not encouraging at all. A country where kidnapping have now become a lucrative business. You kidnap people for ransom and nobody is there to help you. Then you have to beg the public, you know, to crowdfund you to pay your to release the victim. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy, because even when it looks even when it looks funny, but it's not funny. Yeah, because I don't understand what is going on. How can a president of a nation travel to France in a critical time of the country? You know, how can people in its cabinet come to national TV to still defend this situation that we all are facing right now by saying that Nigeria, regardless of the situation that we are, is still safer than South Africa and America? I don't get that. I don't get that. Then how can Nigerians still stay silent at this particular time? At this particular crucial time in Nigeria? Nigerians back home are still very much silent. Is this normal? It doesn't look normal to me. But what do I know? I'm doing my part. I come here every day to let you know what is going on in our country. I can never deceive none of you. I will never deceive nobody because I don't have anything to gain by deceiving anybody. We come here with what we see from either channels, Arise, or any other verified mainstream articles. That's all we do on this platform daily. The only difference between us and other mainstream medias is that we analyze issues here critically, not like other platform, to be precise, mainstream medias. So we are pouring out our plights here every single day. If not because our past and present satanic government are wicked, they're supposed to take all these plights into account and say, okay, Nigerians have been crying for so long, let's do this. The question is, when are we going to be prioritized? When are we going to have a leader that will really come into power and prioritize us? Since I was born, I've never seen any leader, not in the state, local, or federal, that have prioritized the people more. But what do I know? I continue to use my platform to do what is right. It's just like in the church, you work so hard to win souls to God. I use my platform to make sure that we have a better Nigeria. If you have a platform today, I don't know what you use your own platform for, but that's fine. I'm not here to step on anybody's toes. But I just want to say, if we have to look at it holistically, we have Nigerians that have platforms that have over 5, 10 million followers, even on this YouTube. What are they using their platform for? Some of them have over 10 million, 15 million followers on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. What are you using your platform for? Okay, somebody can say, now mind your business. With the user, they make money and all that. Yeah, you can still make money by using your platform to do the right thing. You might not make as much, but just do the right thing. A lot of people that are richer than you today, they have died. So you are not going to live forever. Look at what is going on in Nigeria. People are dying every day. I'm sorry to say this. Some of the people that are dying every day, there's no way, if we have to look at it, there are still few of them amongst them that have supported this satanic government. There are still few amongst them, the dead, that have countered people who were genuinely speaking positively how Nigeria can be better. You see, this is what life is all about. Yeah. Stand for what is right. Sometimes when we say it, some people just think that, oh, what do you know? Please, I beg, leave us. It's crazy. We can't continue like this. I just wanted to put that there. I appreciate every one of you. I'll continue to do what I can. By God's grace, God continue to give me the energy to do this. Yeah. But as long as I can, yeah, I don't mind. I'll do this. May God bless every one of you. Continue to stand for what is right. We have only one life to live. Only one, not two. One. We're going to bed tonight. If you wake up tomorrow morning, you need to go on your knees to say, God, thank you, Lord. Because some people went to bed, they don't wake up. Then you still have the power to say, oh, who gave you the power? You want to cause pains, chaos everywhere, supporting the people that you know that is causing us pains. When we speak, you say that, oh, we hate the government. How can I hate any government? How? Why? On what reason?
In the UK, you call out your government if they are doing the wrong thing. None of them say you hate them. It's only in Nigeria you call out somebody, you see their village people will be saying, oh no, because in a Yoruba man now, they cry. If na Hausa man, oh, because in a Hausa man now they cry. How long are we going to continue to live like this? A lot of Nigerians in diaspora are stuck in abroad right now. They can't go home. Many of you have labored. You have houses and different businesses over there. You cannot even go there anymore as for now. Is that not suffering? If he's not suffering, I don't know what else you call it. Thank you very much, my people. Now here and I will draw the curtain. Let's continue to do what is right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I'll join you guys again by tomorrow, 6 p.m. by God's grace. And I would like to let you guys know that on Friday, we're not going to be coming out on time because Nigeria is playing, is it Angola? I don't know. Africa Cup of Nations, Angola, yeah. Angola by 5 o'clock. So it's going to clash with our time. Obviously, everybody would like to watch that match. So we're coming out, but it's going to be like between 7 or 8. You just watch out. But we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Thank you. Good night. Thank you, Ogacm, and thank you, everybody right there. God bless you all.
No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? Yo! No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad for the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you
Come on, Niger, watch family and friends. Let's do this together. Anything you put your hands is blessed as you press thumbs up.
Anything you put your hands is blessed as you do thumbs up. Favor will locate you. Praises will locate you. Anything you put your hands is blessed, is blessed, is blessed.
Come on, Niger, watch family and friends. Let's do this together. Anything you put your hands is blessed.
Before we run away from you, as you press thumbs up. Amen. God we favor you. Amen. This week we favor you. Amen. Every day we favor you. Amen. God we do new things in your life as you press thumbs up. Amen. 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 Amen.
Come on, Niger. Watch family and friends. Let's do this together. Anything you put your hands is blessed.
Amen. 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 As you press thumbs up. Amen. 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 As you press thumbs up. Amen. 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 Amen.
Your wife, he go they gbadu you. Amen. Friends, he go look up to you. Amen. Every blessing go they follow you. Amen. Oh yes, as you press thumbs up. The calamity go run away. Oh. Bad thing go run from you. Oh. Everything go come better, better, better. Amen. So far make you just do thumbs up. Oh, oh yeah, do thumbs up. Amen. No, 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 no. Amen. 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 Amen, 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 amen.
Anything you put your hands is blessed as you do thumbs up. Amen. Favor will locate you. Amen. Praises will locate you. Amen. Anything you put your hands is blessed, is blessed, is blessed.